questions of your JEE Main from JEE Main 2019 to JEE Main 2024. And yes, okay. So we are here to solve all the previous year questions from 2019 to 2024, and I'm gonna tell you that what are the most frequent topics from 3D geometry, which you all know is one of the highest weighted chapters of the mathematics. So quickly, before I get into more details, please let me know that ma'am, yes, you are audible, you are visible, absolutely clear. Okay. All right. So just let me know in the chat box that ma'am, you're absolutely audible, absolutely visible, so that we can quickly start today's session. And also I'll be telling you all the models which were asked in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 and 2024. Okay. So this is all about this series, Obsession JEE series, right? That we categorize all the previous year question of the 5 years, categorize model wise, type wise, and then one by one we quickly build upon it and solve each and every PYQ. Okay, all right, perfecto. Also, if you have not liked the session, what are you waiting for? Good evening. Hi Harish, hi Shalini. Please tell, where do you upload this PDF? Shalini, we upload this PDF in the description box. So once we are done with the session, you can check out the description box where the PDF is already attached. In previous session also, vector algebra, sequence and series, binomial theorem, especially for the Obsession JEE series, I have attached the complete handwritten annotated PDF in the description box. So do check it out. Okay, how long the session will go? Also, you'll be surprised that this session is not gonna take too much time of yours, because see, if I talk about 3D geometry, obviously I agree that this is a high weighted chapter, but you know what, in 2024 you all know that a very important topic has been deleted from the syllabus, that is planes. So majority of the questions were from planes if I talk about 2019 to 2023. So if I talk about number of questions from 2019 to 2024 in 3D geometry, that were a huge number. That was a huge number. Probably more than 200 PYQs were asked from this topic. But if you consider removing that planes question, trust me, only like hardly 60-70 questions are left. So this session duration, let me tell you, is not going to be more than 3 hours. 2.5 hours we will be able to wind up before 11:30. That's what I believe. But yes, one more like 5-10 minutes here and there will be applicable. Okay, all right, sound is clear. Let me please confirm whether sound is clear. Also, do like the session. You guys are not liking the session, I can see that. Audio clear? Is video clear? Shall we start? Yes, one more like 5-10 minutes here and there. Okay. Hi Future Rider. Hi DNC channel. Hi Gina. Hi Anurag. Alright. Hi the Void. Void is saying again, first time in your live. Okay. How many questions will... Okay. Yeah. Again, the portion planes has been deleted, but 3D geometry is still on the top. 2 to 3 questions you can expect from 3D geometry. Let me show you now the statistics. Let me just adjust the brightness of it. Yes, I think now it's visible. Okay, so I am here with all the models over here. So you will see very less models on this page. So it's a good news, because if you go back in vector, in sequence and series and binomial theorem, so many models were there. So it's a good news. You have to solve very less type of questions, and you can expect a question from these all types or models only. Let me just give you a brief about what are models are important. So first of all, basically, because planes has been deleted, so you have to understand, if some portion is deleted, this chapter is very important. Now earlier the concepts which were less important, they have now become more important. Okay, so the very first thing is, you should understand what is a direction cosine and direction ratio of a line, and what is the angle between two lines. Okay, then you have to understand how to assume a point on the line and how to write the equation on the line. So see, whatever is in the Yellow color, this is very important. Assuming a point on the line, very important. Writing equation of the line, very, very important. Now, one thing which is absolutely important is this. Shortest distance between two lines. I cannot even tell you how many questions were there in 3D geometry. Majority of the questions were there from shortest distance between two lines. And then in the last we are having foot of perpendicular from a point on a line, number 1, and mirror image of a point about a line. Okay, so these are the models which we are going to cover in today's session. Okay, all right guys. Yes, yes, yes. Now you'll be this session, I am super duper happy with this session. This session is going to be very short and this will give you high return on investment. High ROI. High ROI. Okay. So I think every JEE aspirant, if you are here or here, okay, everybody should attend this particular chapter because again, it's a very small chapter, very few topics. I agree that like questions might be a little bit tricky, but I can guarantee you after this session all the questions will be doable to you. You'll be like 3D geometry ma'am, we are understanding it everything. Shall we start? Okay. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I'll be providing PDF with and without rough work. Okay, with your rough work. Okay, okay, Rahul. All right. Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Noted. Shall we start? Okay. Now, before I start with the very first topic, solving DCs and DRs of two lines. So, let me just give you a brief about what is a direction cosine and what is a direction ratio. Okay. Although I have dropped a quick revision session right before this session, mind map session. So, I have already told you go and watch that session. Within like 20 minutes, you can revise the complete chapter 3D geometry. But still, DC. Suppose you are having a line. And this line is making an angle alpha with x-axis. This line is making an angle beta with y-axis and gamma with the x-axis, with the z-axis. Then L is equals to cos alpha, comma M is equals to cos beta and N is equals to cos gamma, right? 1, 2 and 3. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. These three things are direction cosines of that particular line. Also, L square plus M square plus N square is equals to 1. Now, you'll be like, ma'am, what is the geometrical significance of a direction cosine? Understand, this L, M and N are three numbers or three values which represent direction cosine, right? So, L I cap plus M J cap plus N K cap is nothing but unit vector in direction of line. In direction of line. Understanding this point? Yes, direction cosine. What is a DR, ma'am? So understand. I have already told you this. Let me just repeat it. Just tell me one thing. That suppose I talk about me and my sister. Me and my sister. I am 32. My sister is 16. So what are our actual ages? Ma'am, 32 and 16. But if I ask you what is the ratio, you'll be like, ma'am, 2:1. Somebody can also tell, na, 4:2. Another person, ma'am, 6:3, right? So, understand, the age is actual, the age is fixed, the age is unique. But the ratio are multiple, the ratio can have multiple values, multiple things, multiple person can talk about ratio. So, ratio is same thing. Suppose your DC is suppose x, y, z. Then your DR will be 3x, 3y, 3z, 2x, 2y, 2z. Are you getting my point? So this is your DR and this is your DC. Okay. So DR will be A, B, C. Correct? Now how to calculate? What is the relation between DC and DR? Understand. So your if DR is given to you, then DC can be calculated. DR is A, B, C. If you have this, then L will be A upon square root A square plus B square plus C square, comma M is equals to B upon same thing, comma N is equals to C upon same thing. The relation between direction cosine and direction ratio is this. Okay. Now let us solve a few questions on this. Okay. So this was the question. You can clearly see this. So this is what is this model? solving DC and DR of two given lines. Okay, let me just adjust the brightness a little bit. I think it's better now. Okay, so the question was asked in JEE Main 2021 February attempt. This question says, okay, let alpha be the angle between lines whose direction cosine satisfy this equation L plus M minus N is equals to 0 and L square plus M square minus N square is equals to 0, the value of this. Okay, understand. In such type of question, you will see that two lines are involved and two equations are there involving L, M and N. Okay, so angle between the lines. Now understand, two equations are given to you. This is first equation, this is second equation. Okay, so these two equations are given for two lines. So if you solve these two equations, you will get two sets of direction cosines. And if you have got two sets of direction cosine, then what you can do is you can calculate angle between both the lines. Okay, alright, clear. So let us talk about this L plus M equals to N. Solving these two equations, this is my first equation. Second equation is L square plus M square is equals to N square. Correct or not? This is my second equation. These two equations, if you solve, I am repeating it again, that if you solve it, what will you get? You will get two sets of direction cosines or ratios. Okay, two sets of directions you will get. So two sets, two lines you will get basically. Two lines you will get, then you can easily calculate angle between them. Okay ma'am, so what to do? Just calculate n, value of n from the first equation and put in the second. Okay, so L square plus M square is equals to n. What is n? L plus M whole square. Now solve it. L square plus M square is equals to L square plus M square plus 2mn. Cancel the terms, guys. Cancel the term. L square gone. M square gone. So 2mn is equals to 0. This implies either m is equals to 0 or n is equals to 0. Right? Mn is equals to 0 means what? Either m is equals to 0 or n is equals to 0. Correct or not? Okay ma'am, got it. M0 and then N0. Now case number 1. Case number 1. If your m becomes 0, or case number 1, let's talk about n is equals to 0. Yes. If your n is 0, then you know this relation, right? Then L plus m is also 0. L will be equals to minus m. Yes or no? So now if just randomly you can just pick the direction ratio. Ratio can be anything, na? Cosine you cannot pick. So dr of line number 1 will be what? So L is equals to minus m, right? So basically if I pick 1, comma, minus 1, comma, 0. Because see, L, M, N. L, comma, M, comma, N. N is clearly 0 and L and M are having opposite signs. 1, comma, minus 1. This is direction ratio of line number 1. Now case number 2. Understand. Case 2 is what? Case 2 will give you direction ratio of line number 2. M is equals to 0. So yes ma'am, M is equals to 0. The moment you write M is equals to 0, that means this equation will give you what? L equals to N. So basically L is 1, M is anyway 0 and N is also 1. Can you see this? Now you'll be like, ma'am, why did you write 1? I mean, you can write 2 also. I mean, how can you, L is equals to minus M you are getting? See, you have to write anything. You can write 2 comma minus. To understand, we are only talking about the ratio. You have to pick two values in such a way that ratio of L and M is minus 1. That's it. If you want to go for 2 comma minus 2, go for it. Okay. So now you are getting two direction ratio 1 minus 1 0. This is number 1 and the second one is 1 0 1. This is second. Okay. Now you have got two vectors. Basically, these are two vectors only. Angle between two vectors, can you calculate angle between two vectors? How will you calculate angle between two vectors? Right? Cos theta is A dot B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Yes, same thing you have to perform over here. Angle between two lines means what? Angle between vectors of their direction ratio or cosine. So this is it. Take dot product. So 1 ones are 1, then plus 1 into 0, 0, then 0, 0, 0, whole upon, this is, magnitude of this is root 2, magnitude of this is also root 2. So cos theta is what? Cos theta is coming out as 1 by 2. Theta is 60 degree, guys, or rather alpha. As per the question, theta is not there, alpha is there. Anyway, alpha is 60 degree. So if I just go back and talk about alpha, alpha is coming out as 60 degree, guys, 60 degree. So sine power 4 60 degree. Sine 60 degrees, ma'am, root 3 by 2 power 4 plus cos power 4 1 by 2 power 4. Now understand, this is 3 ka square 9 by 16 plus 1 by 16 is equals to 10 by 16, 5 by 8. It is absolutely sitting in option number C. Yes or no in the chat box, guys? Yes or no? Okay. Perfecto. Yes. 2 ml you are saying. Oh, oops guys. 2 ml. Oops. I have made a mistake. This is 2 ml. Oh. Let me just correct it. Okay. 2 ml. So either if L is 0, let me correct. Sorry guys, I was not looking at the... Okay. So 2 ml is equals to 0. 2 ml is equals to 0. Okay. I think this is correct. If 2 ml is equals to 0, m is equals to 0, then L 0. If L is 0, m is equals to n, then it is going to be 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 1, right? 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Correct? Now you just understand A dot B is going to be 0, 0, 1. Now I think that the answer is absolutely fine. It's just that this calculation. Okay. Thank you. Sound is low kya, guys? Sound is low. Is it any better now? Volume is full. I think it's better. Let me check, sound on my own. Thank you. Sound is low kya, guys? Sound is low. Is it any better now? Volume is full. I think it's better. Okay. Alrighty. Done. Check, sound on my own. Thank you. Alright. Shall we move on to the next problem, guys? Next problem. Okay. So this is something which is again another question in the same type. Two straight lines whose direction ratios are given by this relation and this relation. But in here, there is some twist. A constant C is also involved over here. Okay. So two straight lines are connected by these two relations and both the lines are parallel. Okay. Both the lines are parallel. Then the positive value of C is, okay, both the lines are parallel. What does that mean? Understand, first of all, what, again, same thing we have to do over here, that n is equals to L plus m and put in the second equation. This is your first equation. You have to put this equation in your second equation, right? Okay, so let's do that. So 3L square plus m square plus CL, n, value of n, can I put L plus m equals to 0. So can you see this equation is completely in terms of L and m, right? So this is actually a quadratic equation in L and m. So 3L square and 3 plus C. Let's make a quadratic. 3L square, CL square. So 3 plus CL square. Okay. Then m square is m square right here. And there is a term which is Lm. So CLm. So CLm equals to 0. So this looks like a quadratic equation right now, but what we can do is we can divide this equation completely by m square. Divide by m square. So if you do that, 3 plus C, L by m whole square plus CL by m and plus 1 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Okay. So now understand. L by M. L by M. If you solve this quadratic equation, you are going to get two values of L and M. Two values of L and M. Now, if the question says that lines are parallel, that means that direction ratio will be exactly same. Understand? See, if at all two straight lines are connected by these two things, then ideally what should have happened? If you solve these two, you should get two different set of L and M. But in this case, both lines are parallel. So two parallel lines mean what? Direction is same. If direction is same, that means direction ratio of both the lines will be same. So you're not gonna get two different sets of this particular, two different sets by this whole thing. You have to get only one solution. One solution. Why? Because both sets should give you equal solution. Equal solution, that means discriminant should be equals to 0. So clearly discriminant, that is b square, is equals to 4a and c. Discriminant is equals to 0. So clearly if you just solve it, c square minus 4c minus 12 is equals to 0. So the value of c will be what? C minus 6 and c plus 2 is equals to 0. C is equals to minus 2 comma 6. C is equals to minus 6 minus 2 comma 6. So minus 2 is not available, but 6 is right there. So 6 is absolutely correct. Yes or no? Okay. Okie dokie. Yes, are you understanding the concept? Okay, although this particular model is less frequently asked. Okay, so do not worry. If you're not understanding this, don't worry. Because see, all you have to focus on whatever is written in this model, and basically the orange and the yellow ones are very, very important. Okay, so you cannot miss on that. Alright, now we are having the second type. But again, the basics should be clear. Projection of a line segment on another line. By the way, who all were there in my vectors session? Please confirm in the chat box. Who all were there in my vectors session? Projection we did in vector session. I guess the formula is pretty same. Let me just tell you. Projection of a line segment on another line. Suppose you are having this line segment AB. This is your line segment AB. X1, Y1, Z1, X2, Y2, Z2. And this is your given line L, whose direction cosine are L, M, N. Those are given to you. So directly, if you want to write the projection of AB on line L, that is going to give you what? Okay. So see, dr of AB. Can anybody tell me? Direction ratio of AB. So direction ratio of a line whose 2 points are given to us is nothing but x2 minus x1, comma, y2 minus y1, comma, z2 minus z1. These are direction cosines of line AB. Direction ratio, okay? So this is clear to you. First thing, understand. Direction cosine of line L is L, M, N. So suppose you don't have it. So what you should have it, A, B, C should be there, and you know the relation between this, right? If you have direction ratio, can you calculate direction cosine? Yes ma'am. By this, agar direction ratio hai, so it is, you can calculate. M will be what? B upon this, and N will be C upon root this. Okay. Alright, so over here, L, M, N, A, B, C. And the formula, the projection, final formula that you have to remember is x2 minus x1 into L. See, direction ratio of AB multiplied by direction cosine of line L respectively. So x2 minus x1 into L plus y2 minus y1 into M plus z2 minus z1 into N. This is your projection formula in 3D geometry. What about your projection formula in vector? Can anybody tell me? So if you have to write the projection of A vector on B vector, that is going to be A dot B upon magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Okay. Yes or no? Clear, clear, clear. These two formulas you have to understand. And now what I'll be doing is I'll be quickly talking about, yes, this JEE in 2020, although we have not seen projection questions since past 3 years. No questions, right? 21, 22, 23, 24, past 4 years, but it was there in 2020. Again, less frequently asked type of model, okay? Less asked type of model. So the question says points A, B, C, D are the 4 points. Projection of AB on CD. AB on CD. So again, what you can do is you can take help of vector formula. So AB vector dot CD vector on CD. So CD vector. This is how you have to write. What is your AB vector? Can anybody tell me? AB is what? 3 minus 2, 1, comma 1 minus 4 minus 3, comma 8 minus 0, 8. AB vector dot CD vector. Okay, what is CD vector? So 7 minus 3, 4, comma minus 3, minus 1, minus 4, 4 minus minus 3, 7 upon square root of. See, this is AB vector, this is CD vector. Taking dot product upon magnitude of CD. Magnitude of CD is 4 square plus 4 square plus 7 square. Yes or no? Take dot product. Now this is 4. 4 3s are 12. Then 7 8s are 56 upon 49. 49 plus 32. 49 plus 32. 81. Root 81. So the answer will be what? Tell me. 12 plus 4 16. 6 और 6 12 और 5 6 72 by 9 is the correct answer. 9 ones are 9 8s are 72. So the answer of this particular question is 8. Tell me in the chat box. Is it 8 coming or not? Yes, yes, yes. Have a look. Let me know. Okay. All right. Perfecto. Clear? Yes? Okay. All right. Now, let me just give you this thing which is another model, another type, angle between two lines. Okay. So, suppose two lines are given to you. Okay. Now, what are lines? What is the format of lines? Let me tell you that equation of line. How do you write a line in 3D? So, for a line, if a point is there, suppose x1, y1, suppose x1, y1, z1 is that point which is lying on your line, and dr of that line is a comma b comma c. Okay, suppose two information of a particular line is given to you. One information, point. Second information is what? Direction ratio. So can you write equation of a line? Yes. How? Let me show you. X minus x1 is equals to y minus y1 is equals to z minus z1 upon a, b and c. This is your equation of a line in a 3D geometry in Cartesian format. How many of you are aware about this? Please let me know in the chat box. This is very important, very crucial. Okay. A, B and C are direction ratio of that particular lines. Okay. So now suppose angle between two lines you have to calculate. So what do you need? Understand. Angle between two lines. So case number 1. Suppose you are having A1, B1, C1, that is dr of line number 1 and dr of line number 2. A2, B2, C2. Okay. So your angle of between these two lines cos theta will be equals to dot product A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 upon square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Remember we just did this, okay, cos theta. Suppose if at all direction ratio is given to you, this is how you calculate angle between two lines. This is the formula. Are we ready for it? Are we up for it? And also if lines are perpendicular, if lines are parallel, then tell me what will be the formula. Ma'am, A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. If lines are perpendicular, then this thing A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 0. Okay, are we ready for the PYQs, guys? Are we ready for the PYQs in the chat box? So here we go. Okay, I want every one of you to do this previous year question on your own, because this is so easy. It's just that you have to understand the equation of line. Okay, so now the question was asked in JEE in 2024 April attempt. Okay, it's been like not more than 7-8 months. April attempt, recent, quite recent. Okay, so if the line this is line number 1, okay, this is line number 1, makes a right angle with this particular line. Okay, now understand, and they are asking 4 lambda plus 9 mu. Please do not apply the formula right here. Is this equation of line is written in standard form? No, not at all. This is not at all a clear-cut standard form. First of all, please convert. Please change this face of this line. This line is not written in the proper format. Neither this line is written in proper format. I have showed you x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. This is the proper format. So first of all, we'll convert it. Okay, so 2 minus x upon 3. No ma'am, it is not possible. X minus x1 upon a. So you have to take minus sign common. So x minus 2 upon minus 3. This part is looking like your standard format. Okay, is equals to. Now ma'am, what about this 3y minus 2? Come on. 3 is not allowed. Now y minus y1. How will you do that? You have to take 3 common. So you have to take 3 common. 3 will come outside. Y minus 2 by 3 upon 4 lambda plus 1. Now what you have to do is 3 should not be written over here. 3 should be gone from here and it should appear here. Understanding my point? Yes. And then what about this? Again 4 minus z, not allowed. Z minus 4. So z minus 4 upon minus 1. Now this looks like a proper straight line equation in 3D geometry. X minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. Okay ma'am, this is done. What about line number 2? X plus 3 upon 3 mu. This is correct. X minus 3 upon 3 mu. This format is correct. But again, can you see? 1 minus 2y, no. You have to take minus 2 common. So minus 2 should come out. So that this becomes y minus half upon 6. Okay. So now if you cancel this, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, and this minus will come right here. Now it looks like a proper form. Again, now this will become z minus 5 upon minus 7. Okay. Now these two lines are looking exactly very good form. Okay. What are you looking for? They are looking for, so they say that angle between two lines is 90 degree. What do you mean 90 degree? A1, A2. See, this is your A1. This is your A1. This complete thing is B1. This minus 1. So this is C1. This is your A2, B2, C2. Now you have values. You know that A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equals to 0. Now put minus 9 mu. Then we have this multiply this 4 lambda plus 1. So we are having plus 4 lambda plus 1 by 3 into minus 3 plus minus 1 into minus 7 is equals to 0. Okay. So 3 and 3 are gone. Minus 9 mu and minus 4 lambda. Minus 9 mu minus 4 lambda, correct? Then we are having minus 1 plus 7 is equals to 0. So 7 minus 1, 6 is equals to 9 mu plus 4 lambda. This is what you were looking for. 6. Where is 6? Option 4 is 6, guys. Option 4 is absolutely correct. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. Alrighty. Perfecto. Okay, all right. So angle between two lines is sorted by now. One more question which was asked in JEE Main 2022. Let us read out this question loudly. Understand it. Try to solve it now. Okay. So two lines L1 and L2 are perpendicular. Oh, so this is so easy, right? L1 and L2 are perpendicular. Okay. So clearly that by the way z equals to 2. So line 1, if I just try to write line 1, x minus 2 by 3 is done. Y plus 1 upon minus 2 is also done. What about this? Comma is written. So z minus 2 upon 0 is equals to, basically this is how you have to write, z minus 2. Are you understanding my point? Z is equals to 2 is written. Okay. Z is equals to 2 is written. Z is equals to 2 is written. So Z minus 2 upon 0. Okay. So this is Z minus 2 upon 0. What about the second line? 1 alpha 2. So 3, this is your A1, B1, C1. Correct. So and this is your A2, B2, C2. A2, B2, C2. Now you know perpendicular means what? A1, A2. So 3 into 1 minus 2 into alpha plus 0 into 2 will give you 0. So clearly 3 minus, this is minus 2, right? 3 minus 2, something is wrong. Kya? 3 minus alpha. I have written something wrong. Okay. Oops, guys. See, this is not B2. Hold on. I have to take 2 common. So this is going to become y plus 3 by 2 upon this 2 take common and alpha by 2. So this 2 will come out and alpha by 2. So this is alpha by 2. B2 is what? Alpha by 2. B2 is alpha by 2. Now it's correct. 3 minus alpha is equals to 0. This will give you alpha is equals to 3. Okay. When two lines are perpendicular, so you've got alpha is equals to 3. Now next, angle between the lines L2, what is L2? This is L2. Angle between lines L2 and L3 is what? So for that what we have to do is we have to calculate L3 also. We need to format L3. Let us just write the proper format for L3. So ma'am, x minus 1 upon minus 3 is equals to, now 2y is not allowed. No, you have to push 2 out. So if you take 2 out, y minus half and 2 will be right here. This is minus 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 is equals to z upon 4. So angle between two lines you want. Okay. So line number 3, direction ratio minus 3, minus 2 and 4. Line number 2, can anybody tell me quickly? Line number 2. So ma'am, line number 2 is 1, then alpha is 3. 1, 3 by 2 and 2. 1, 3 by 2 and 2. Can you calculate angle between these two lines? Yes or no? Angle between these two lines. Okay. So cos theta will be what? Tell me. Minus 3. And if you multiply these two, minus 3 one more time, plus 8 upon square root of 16 plus 4 plus 9. And this is what again? Alright. So this is going to become 1 plus 9 plus 4. Take LCM now. So 2, 3, 4. So again, same thing. I think this is root 29. Perfect. Root 29 by 2. So this is 8 minus 6, 2 2s are 4, 4 by 29 cos inverse. Cos inverse 4 by 29. Theta is equals to cos inverse 4 by 29. Root. This is your final answer. Okay. 29. 4 by root 29. So I can see 4 by root 29. So I think it is incorrect because 4 by root 29. Cos inverse 4 by root 29. Cos by 4 by root 29. 4 by root 29. So 4 by cos inverse 29 by 4 is incorrect. So option B is correct. Second verse. Tell me. Yes, in the chat box. Okay. Yes, Shrutika. Yes, Gina. All right. All good. Now, another model. Are we ready for another model? Now, this is a skill you all should know. That how you should assume a point on the line. Suppose you are having a line x minus 1 by 3, y minus 1 by 2, z minus 3 by 4. Okay. So, how do you take a point on that line? Obviously, see, 1 comma 1 comma 3 is a point which is lying on that line. We know that. But how to assume a general point on the line? How many of you already know it? So, to assume a general point on the line, equate it to lambda or mu or small r, any constant. Okay. So, x will be equals to, now understand, 3 lambda plus 1. So, you have to equate this part with is equals to lambda. Basically, x minus 1 by 3 is equals to lambda. So, 3 lambda plus 1. What about y? 2 lambda plus 1. What about z? 4 lambda plus 3. That's how you assume a point on the line. Okay. So many questions were asked just on this concept. Very basic in JEE in 2024 as well. So let us start solving the question. Let us start reading the question right away. P and Q are the points on this line. Are you understanding it? You have to assume the point on this line. Okay, so P and Q are the points on this line which are at a distance 6 units from this point R. So basically PR, they are saying that PR is equals to 6 and also QR is also 6. So let's do one thing, because see, the condition of P and the condition of Q both are exactly same. PR is also 6, QR is also 6. Let us assume point P on this line. Can you tell me? So let us assume this is lambda, 8 lambda minus 3, comma, 2 lambda plus 4, comma, 2 lambda minus 1. This is your point P. Correct? Point P is right here. P is the point. So PR is equals to 6. Let's apply this condition. Let's talk about Q a little bit later. Let's apply this. PR is equals to the distance formula. This is your point, 1 point, then R is 1, 2, 3. So PR, can anybody tell me what will be the value of PR? Yes. So PR, ma'am, 8 lambda minus 3 minus 1. So 8 lambda minus 4 whole square. 2 lambda plus 4 minus 2. So 2 lambda plus 4 minus 2 plus 2 whole square. And this minus this. Remember, x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. That is what we are doing. This, okay. So, 2 lambda minus 1 minus 3. So, 2 lambda minus 4 whole square will be equals to 6 as per the question. Square it right away. So, this is 8 is a 64 lambda square plus 16 minus 8 4 is a 32, 64 lambda. Plus 4 lambda square plus 4 plus 2 2 is a 4, 4 2 is a 8. 8 lambda plus 4 lambda square plus 16 minus 4 2 is a 8, 2 is a 16 lambda will give you equals to 6. Okay, let's collect lambda square. 64 lambda square plus 4 68. 68 plus 4 is 72. Okay, then minus 64 lambda, and we are having okay, minus 8 lambda, minus 64, then these two will be minus 8 lambda, minus 64 minus 8, so minus 72 again. Then we are having 16 and one more 16, 32 is equals to, this is square is then a 36. Okay. So 72 lambda square minus 72 lambda is equals to 4. 4 के टेबल से काटेंगे तो 4 1 जा 4, 4 8 जा 32. So 8 lambda square minus 8 lambda minus 1 is equals to 0. Yes or no? Okay. So the value of lambda from here, have I done anything wrong over here? 16, 64, 8 4s are 32, 64. This is correct. Then 4 lambda square plus 4, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Then here 4 lambda square, 4 to the 8, 16 minus 16 lambda plus 16 is equals to 36. So help, 68 plus 4 is 72, correct? Then 64 plus 8. So it is going to become minus 56. Minus 56. Lambda is done. Then we are having 4 plus 16 or 16 or 4. Oops. So okay, got it. 36 gone. So this is 0, guys. So from here, this is 0. That means clearly lambda is coming out as 0, 1. Lambda is coming out as 0, 1. Okay. What do you mean by that? So just we have applied the condition, right? Lambda is 0, 1. Two values of lambda you are getting. That means if you put lambda is equals to 0, you are going to get P point. Lambda 0. So P point will be minus 3, 4, minus 1. What about Q? If you put lambda is equals to 1, 5, 6, 1. 5, 6, 1. And this is your R which is given to you. Now centroid of the triangle, P is right here, Q is right here. Centroid will be what? So centroid in the chat box, guys. Centroid 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 plus 1 by 3, comma 6 plus 4 plus 2, 12 by 3, comma 1 minus 1, 0, 3 by 3, and this is 2 plus 1, 4, 1. This is your centroid 1, 4, 1. So 1, 4, 1 square. Now you have to just put it here. 1 square plus 4 square plus 1 square. So 16, 17, 18. Option C, absolutely right. Okay, clear, perfect. Yes, I am seeing the chat box. I am seeing the chat box, but a little late. No issues. All right. Now, so this is the question again. So what are we doing? What is the model? Just assume the point on the line and satisfy the condition, fulfill the condition. Okay, all right. So shall we move on to the next question? Consider the lines L1 and L2. This is L1, this is L2. Proper format, no issues with the line. L1 having direction ratio. Acha, no, this is L3. L3 is another line having direction ratio 1, minus 1, minus 2. This is your L3, the third line, okay? And this L3 intersect L1 and L2 at the points P and Q respectively. Length of line segment PQ. Now this is a new type, guys, JEE Main 2023. Let me just, if you will not draw the diagram, you will not understand, okay? So this is your line L1, this is your line L2. L1, L2. Everything for L1 is given, everything for L2 is given. Now you are having line number 3. Okay, so this is your line number 3 whose direction ratio is given to you. Okay, line number 3 direction ratio, and this line 3 intersect your line 1 and line 2 at point P and Q. Correct? Can you just tell me, can you assume a point on line number 1 and say that this is your point P? Can you assume a point on line number 2, which is this Q? So just tell me what will be P. So lambda, and this is your mu. Okay. So P point. Okay. 2 lambda plus 1. 2 lambda plus 1, comma. 2 lambda plus 1, comma. Lambda plus 3, comma. 2 lambda plus 2. Okay, this is your point P. Correct? What about point Q? Can you take what? Where is point Q? Q is lying on L2. L2 is this line. So mu plus 2, comma, 2 mu plus 2, comma, 3 mu plus 3. Okay. Alright. So P is right here, Q is right here. And you know what? One thing, just tell me, let me know. P is right here, Q is right here, and you know the direction ratio of line number 3. What are the direction ratio? DR. DR of any line will be what? X2 minus X1, comma, Y2 minus Y1, comma, Z2 minus Z1. Yes or no? These are the DR. Okay. So can you calculate direction ratio of line number 3 just by doing this X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1? Can you do that? Yes. And if you do that, you will get direction ratio. And also direction ratio is already given, so you can just compare. Just do it, right? So mu plus 2. So basically direction ratio will be mu plus 2 minus 2 lambda plus 1. So mu minus 2 lambda and 2 minus 1 will be plus 1. So this is your first thing. Y2 minus Y1. That means 2 mu plus 2 and lambda plus 3. This minus this. Okay? So 2 mu minus lambda. What about the constant part? Minus 1. And the third thing, Z2. 3 mu plus 3. So 3 mu minus 2 lambda and 3 minus 2 is 1. This is your direction ratio. And direction ratio they have already given, guys, which is 1 minus 1 and minus 2. So now you cannot equate. Understand, you cannot equate the direction ratio. You have to compare it. Okay. So just compare it. Or yes, equate also. Equate is also fine. So 1 minus 1 and 2. Okay. Mu minus 2 lambda plus 1 will be 1. Correct. Mu minus 2 lambda plus 1 is equals to 1. 2 mu minus lambda minus 1. 2 mu minus lambda minus 1 will give you what? Minus 1. Okay. So just two equations, two unknowns. So this is gone. Lambda is equals to 2 mu. Lambda is equals to 2 mu. So just put the value of lambda from here in the first equation. So mu minus 4 mu and is equals to 0. Mu will be 0. No, cannot be done. So that is why I was telling you, you have to compare. Guys, you have to compare. You can't do this. No. You have to compare and then form an equation. Sorry guys, you can't do this. Right? Yes. So 2 lambda minus mu minus 1. Mu minus 2 lambda plus 1 upon 1 is equals to 2 mu minus lambda minus 1 upon minus 1 is equals to the third thing, 3 mu minus 2 lambda plus 1 upon minus 2. Okay. So this is what your equation looks like. Now what you have to do is just take these two. So mu minus 2 lambda plus 1 with a negative sign is equals to 2 mu minus lambda minus 1. Now 3 mu, right? 3 mu minus 2 lambda plus 2 lambda. So lambda here minus 1 gone. Okay, minus 1 minus. So lambda is coming out as 3 mu from the first equation. Now what you can do is equate these two. So 4 mu minus 4 mu plus 2 lambda plus 2 is equals to minus 3 mu plus 2 lambda minus 1. Okay. So this is going to give you what? If you solve it, so mu will be on the right hand side, lambda gone. Okay, mu on the right hand side and 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Mu is coming out as 3. Can you see? Mu is coming out as 3. Lambda will be 9. So now you got mu 3 lambda 9. Mu 3 lambda 9. Okay. Lambda equals to mu. Hold on. Okay. Lambda, this is 2 lambda and plus, sorry guys, this is 3, correct? 3 gone, and lambda is coming out as mu only. Lambda and mu are equal. Lambda is equals to mu and mu is equals to 3. Both are 3. Okay, both are 3. Now you've got P, you've got Q. Just length of the line segment PQ. Now you are done. Okay. So this is going to become 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7, comma 6, comma 3 to the 6 plus 2, 8. What about this? 5, comma 3 to the 6, 8, 3 3 the 9, 12. Calculate the distance between these two and let me show you the final solution. 7, 6, 8, 5 at 12. The moment you calculate distance, you will get 2 root 6. So option A is absolutely right. Have a look. Let me know. Okay. All right. Clear. Perfect. Okay, so this is again what you are doing in such question is you are assuming a point on the line. Okay, all right, how many hours? So we'll be winding up before 11:30 most probably. Okay, chalo, let's talk about this question. Let Q and R be 2 points on the line at a distance root 26 from the point P. Okay. So what you have to do is again, see, you have to assume the point 2 lambda minus 1, comma 3 lambda minus 2, comma 2 lambda plus 1 is the point. Suppose this is Q. Okay, this is Q. Now Q point is at a distance root 26 from 4, comma 2, comma 7. So it's just that QP is equals to root 26. Get the value of lambda. Once you get the value of lambda, then what you will get is, okay, so once you get the two values, basically you are going to get two values of lambda. Okay, two values of lambda if you get just by applying distance formula. Remember we did this, two values of lambda. Put it over here and get two values of coordinates, Q and R. You will get two sets. Q will be there, R will be there, P is already there. Now you've got two vertices. P, Q, R. All three vertices are with you. Just tell me, how will you calculate area of triangle? When three vertices in 3D geometry is given to you, area of triangle will be what? Half PQ vector cross QR vector. So you have got P, you have got Q, you have got R. Calculate PQ vector, QR vector cross product. So this is for you. You do it DIY. Will you be able to do that? Yes, JEE in 2020 I will show you the solution also, because one student was texting me on Instagram that ma'am, if you are skipping some question, do show the solution also. So see, this is your point Q slash R on that particular line. Okay, and now distance from point P is equals to root 26. So basically QP is equals to root 26 that you have applied. Value of lambda is 1, comma 3. If you put 1, you will get Q. If you put 3, you will get R. P was already given. PQR is given. Area of triangle is half PQ cross PR. So what you have to do is PQ vector, PR vector, take cross product, and then you will get the area root 153. Will you be able to do that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, all right. Oh, yes. So assuming a point on the line, I think this particular model is absolutely clear to you all. Now writing equation of a line. Okay. So this type of model, how to write equation of a line? So there are two ways to write equation of a line. Number one, I already told you, x minus x1 is equals to y minus y1 is equals to z minus z1 upon a upon b upon c. Okay, x1 y1 z1 is point on that line, a b c is direction ratio of that line. Okay ma'am, x minus x1 is equals to y minus y1 z minus z1 upon. Now this time direction ratio is not given to you. Rather than that, 2 points are given to you. So again, the numerator part is same, but the denominator part will be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Because now you are having two sets of points. x1, y1, z1 is right there. x2, y2, z1. Okay. So these two formats are clear. First, when dr and a point is given, here 2 points are given, dr is not given. Okay. Alright. Clear? Hi Akshay Kumar. Hi Mr. Gamer. Hi Kef. Hi Rahul. What's up? All good? All good? Everything sorted? Okay. Shall we proceed to this particular model? JEE Main 2024 April attempt, guys. Okay. Let us understand now. Let the point on the line passing through. Let the point. Okay, let the point on the line is passing through P and Q, understand? Okay, let the point on the line passing through P and Q. So basically 2 points of that line are given to you. So you can write equation of that line. Okay. So let the point on the line passing through this farther from origin and at a distance from 9 units of the point P. 9 units from the point P is alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma, then this. Okay, now understand how to tackle this particular situation. First of all, the equation of line is not given. How will you assume a point on this line and the distance between this point and P, which is 1, minus, 2, 3 is what? 9 units. So you have to calculate. Okay, are you getting my point? So first equation of line you have to write very easy, right? X minus 1 is equals to y plus 2 is equals to z minus 3 upon. 5 minus 1, 4. Minus 4 minus 2. So minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2 and 7 minus 3 is 4. This is your line and now you can assume this point. So let the point on the line. So let us assume this point is R. Okay, so R point, which is farther from origin and distance of 9 units from P. So basically RP is equals to 9. Where R is this point which is lying on that line. Now assume that point. Now same thing. So basically X will be what? 4 lambda plus 1. Y will be minus 2 lambda. Minus 2. Correct? And Z will be 4 lambda plus 3. This is your R. Now, RP is equals to 9. So, basically RP square. 4 lambda plus 1 and this is the point P, right? So, 4 lambda plus 1 minus 1 whole square. Plus 4 lambda, okay. Minus 2 lambda minus 2 minus 2. So, this is minus 2 lambda minus 2 minus 2 square. Minus 2 square. So, plus 2 whole square. Then 4 lambda plus 3 minus 3 square is equals to 9 ka square. So, clearly 16 lambda square plus 4 lambda square plus 16 lambda square is equals to 81. So, this is going to become 36 lambda square is equals to 81. Correct or wrong? Okay, so lambda will be what? 9 by 6. Lambda will be plus minus 9 by 6 plus minus 3 by 2. This is your lambda. Okay, this is your lambda. Now you will get 2 lambda. That means you are going to get 2 sets of R. So calculate both the values of R and you have to understand whichever is the farthest point from the origin, that will be your R, and eventually you have to figure out the value of R. This is R. Okay, alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma is R. Okay, so if lambda is 3 by 2, then what to do? Lambda is 3 by 2, understand? Lambda equals to 3 by 2. So your point R will be equals to, tell me, 3 by 2. So lambda is 3 by 2, 3 by 2. So 3 2 is 6 plus 1, 7, comma. Lambda is again 3 by 2 here. 2 to cancel, minus 3 minus 2, so minus 5. Lambda is 3 by 2. So 3 to the 6 plus 3, 9. This is your R, or if lambda is minus 3 by 2. Okay, so minus 3 by 2. So negative. Minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. Minus 3 by 2 right here. So minus minus plus 2 to cancel. So 3 minus 2, 1. And minus 3 by 2. So minus 6 plus 3. Minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Now you just understand. This is either this is your R or this is your R. Now tell me which one is far away from origin. That only OR will tell. OR in first case will be what? Square root of, so 49. We can clearly see this is the farthest one. This is the farthest one. Farthest point. This will give you distance more. 7 square, 5 square, 9 square. This is less distance. So only this is accepted. This is so 7 minus 5, 9. So clearly 49 plus 25 plus 81. 49 plus 25 plus 81. So this is so basically 80 plus 50 is 130. 130 plus 130 plus 25 will be 155. So option C is absolutely right. Yes, Gina, absolutely right. Gina, you are asking something. Finally, we are going to square. So, why we calculate 2 times, ma'am, with 2 lambda values? Anyway, we are going to square with 2 lambda values. Anyway, we are going to square. I mean, without squaring, without getting the value of lambda, how will you calculate R? R, how will you calculate? 2 sets of R, how will you know? Okay, I think that the doubt is clear now. Okay, clear? Perfect. Okay, chalo. So this is how we write the equation. Okay, this is how we write the equation. Now one more question asked in JEE in 2021 February attempt. Equation of line through point 0, 1, 2 and perpendicular to this line. Now understand, this is the very easy question. See, 2, 3, minus 2. Now you have to check via options. 2, 3, minus 2. Which line? Basically the denominator will tell you that which line is perpendicular to your line. So line number 1, minus 6 plus 12 and minus 6. So line number 1 is looks like, yes, this is perpendicular, and also line number 1 is passing through 0, 1, 2. So clearly line number 1 though looks like that it is absolutely correct. Okay, but you will be like, ma'am, hold on, 0, 1, 2. So all the options are same, but see, all the options, the numerator part is same, denominator part is different. Now 2, 3, minus 2, just tell me, dot product, 3 2s are 6, 4 3s are 12 and minus 6. No, it is not giving me 0, right? Then 3 2s are 6 minus 12, then plus 6. The equation of line, so I think option, what do you think? Option wise if you check, huh? So no, this is not the correct answer. Yeah. So 3 2s are 6 minus 12 and minus 6. No, you are not getting it. So 6 and 12 and 6. No, only option A is correct. Can you see, within 10 seconds we have actually declared the answer. Within 10 seconds, guys. Within 10 seconds. And first option was matching it clearly. Okay. Alright. Now this question, I will leave this up to you. JEE in 2022 June attempt. Okay. Similar type of question. Can you see line having direction ratios this? Intersect the line this and this. So again, can you see same type of question? So your line L3, remember, intersect L1 and L2. Okay, so just assume a point on this L2. That is going to give you 3 lambda plus 7, comma minus lambda plus 1, comma lambda plus lambda minus 2. This is your point P. Q point you can assume 2 mu, comma 3 mu plus 7, comma mu. Correct or not? PQ. P and Q. P and Q. P and Q. Now, L3 line direction ratio is given to you. So, you have to calculate dr of PQ. That is going to give you 2 mu minus this minus this minus, same type of question. Then, 1 minus 4, 2. Ratio compare. Get the value of mu and lambda. Once you get the value of mu and lambda, point P and point Q will be clear to you, right? Here, there is no point P, but there is point A and B. So, you have point A and B. Very simple, same question, same to same copy paste. DIY guys, okay? But you have to solve it. Otherwise, you won't be able to solve it. Understand? If you think that, okay, one question ma'am solved, I have understood, no, it is not going to happen. After this session, you have to solve remaining questions. Then only it will make more sense, right? Now, another type guys. What is the type? Intersection point of two lines. Okay, how to calculate intersection point of two lines? So, suppose two lines are given to you. Very simple. Two different lines are given. You have to assume point on that line, first line, another point on another line. You have to equate. That's it. Okay, alright, let's do it. JEE Main 2024. Okay, alright. Point of intersection. PQR be a triangle where R is given. M is the midpoint of PQ, distance of centroid from PQ point. Oh, so many things are given. But basically what they are looking for is centroid of triangle PQR. If they are looking, that we will eventually get from first half of the information, because R is given and midpoint of PQ is also given. So using the first half, centroid can be calculated. Okay. So centroid, let us mark it as G. Okay. Now you are looking for distance of centroid from the point of intersection of these two lines. So let us mark it as A. Point of intersection is A. So you are looking for GA. G though you can calculate by using first half information. A is something which you have to calculate by intersection point of this line. So for that you have to, how to calculate intersection point? Assume a point on both the lines. This is your lambda. This is your lambda. This is your mu. Tell me, point on the line number 1, 0 lambda plus 2, comma, 2 lambda, comma, minus lambda minus 3. What about this point on this line? Mu plus 1, comma, minus 3 mu minus 3, mu minus 1. Okay. 1 point, another point. 1 point, another point. Now, see, what you are doing is, you have got two lines. You are assuming 1 point on line number 1. You are assuming another point on line number 2. Now you are equating them. Okay. So this is your 2. This is your mu plus 1. 2 is equals to mu plus 1. From here mu is coming out as 1. Equate 2 lambda and this. So now mu to write here. Na? So 2 lambda is equals to minus 3 mu minus 3. 2 lambda is equals to minus 6. Lambda is equals to minus 3. Okay. Then minus lambda minus 3 is equals to mu minus 1. So understand, minus lambda minus 3 is equals to mu minus 1. So 1 minus 1. So lambda from here also minus 3. Lambda and mu are right here. So what you have got, understand. Either you put lambda value here or you put mu value here. You are done. So put lambda value or put mu value. So mu is 1, right? So 2 comma minus 6 comma 0. 2 comma minus 6 comma 0. 2 comma minus, this is the point. Understand? 2 comma minus 6 comma 0. 2 comma minus 6 comma 0. This is your point A. Where to get this centroid from? Now let's talk about the centroid. Okay. So centroid, you know, A plus B plus C is equals. So let us assume that this is R, correct? Midpoint of PQ. So understand. See, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 x coordinate of G. Similarly y, similarly z. Let us decode this. x1 is given -1. Midpoint is 2. That means x2 plus x3 by 2 is equals to 2. So x2 plus x3 is 4. So from here, can you see this is your 4 and this is your -1. So -1 plus 4 upon 3 is equals to 3 by 3. X coordinate is coming out as 1. Similarly, you have to calculate y also. Now see, y1 plus y2 plus y3 will be 2. So y2 plus y3. See, y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3 is y coordinate of centroid. So y2 plus y3 is double of this. 2. 2 plus 4. 4 plus 2 by 3 is equals to what? 2 is equals to y coordinate of centroid. Similarly z. So 4 again. 4 plus 2 will be 4 plus 2 is 6, right? So 6 by 2. 6 by 3 is 2. So z coordinate will be also 2. So understand 1, 2, 2. So 1, 2, 2. So G is coming out as 1, 2, 2. Now just apply this distance formula AG. AG, they are talking about what? AG, distance. So 1, then 64, then 4. 164 and 4. 164 and 4. So root 69 option C. Root 69 option C. Yes? Okay. So I can see that Mutkar is already saying third option. So many of you are already saying yes, yes, yes. You are absolutely right, guys. Okay. Okie dokie. Any doubts? Any confusion? Okay. Yes. So this is your centroid. This is your point of intersection. And AG will be root 69. AG will be root 69. Okay. Alright. Are we up for another question, guys? Up for another question? Yes. Let a line passing through the point this intersect line L1 at point M. Okay. So let a line passing through this point and is intersecting this L1 at M and L2 at N. Then the value of this is C. So your line L, let us assume that this is your L. L line is passing through point -1, 2, 3 and intersecting L1 and L2 again at M and N. Now this is, can you see again another type of, same type of question, M and N. This is JEE in 2024, guys, M and N. These types are popular, okay. So a line passing through -1, 2, 3 intersect L1 at M, which is alpha, beta, gamma, and this is A, B, C. Then the value of something they are looking for. So now what you have to do? Assume point M. Where? How to assume? By using lambda. 3 lambda plus 1, 2 lambda plus 2, 2 lambda minus 1. What about N? -3 mu, -2 mu, 4 mu. Correct? Okay. Now what you can do is, see, in such cases usually they give you direction ratio. Remember that Mn, direction ratio of Mn you calculate, and then what do? If you calculate direction ratio of Mn, then you just equate it. But here direction ratio is not given to you. So what you can do is, see, this is x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. So dr of Mn of L, you can calculate it by just this minus this. So 3 lambda plus 3 mu plus 1, comma. See, 2 lambda plus 2 mu plus 2 and 2 lambda plus 4 mu minus 1. This is your dr. Okay. Right? This is your direction ratio. Now what you can do is, this is one of the way of calculating direction ratio. Now what you can do is, one more way to calculate direction ratio is this minus this. Can you see? -3 mu plus 1, -2 mu minus 2, 4 mu minus 3. So this is another direction ratio. So dr can be calculated of L by another way. Now you take the ratio, equate them and get the value of mu and lambda. Once you get mu and lambda, you will get lambda. If you get m, you will get m means what? Alpha, beta, gamma. N means what? A, comma, B, comma, C. You will be done. Similar type of question, same pattern, same model. Just the calculations are heavy. I agree that calculations are like this. So yes, that's how you do it. Okay. All righto. Clear? Perfect. That's how you get. See, the solutions are already attached. I'll give you the PDF. You can just write it down. Okay. Let us move on to the next problem, which is again JEE Main 2024 April attempt. The line L intersect. See, the question says that line L intersect the lines this and this. The line L intersect these two lines and be parallel to this line. Which of the following point lies on line L? See what is happening. The line intersect the lines. That means what is happening? You are given with two lines and your line intersect both the lines. Okay. So your line intersect both the lines. Again similar technique. See, L1 is given, L2 is given. Your line L, same type. Your line L intersect line number 1 and line number 2. So you can assume this point M and N. And your line, see, L line is parallel to this particular line. So what does that mean? These DR is 3, 1 and 2. DR is 3, 1 and 2. Now let us assume, see, this is your x minus 2, this is y upon minus 1. So see, if I just form this line, this is x minus 2 by 1, y upon minus 1, z minus 1 upon 1. Lambda. Calculate m, lambda plus 2, comma minus lambda, comma lambda plus 1. This is your m. Similarly, you have to write n. Okay. Now, direction ratio of mn you can calculate. This is by mu. Mn direction ratio you can calculate, and 3, 1, 2 you can equate, get the value of lambda, get the value of mu. Okay, once you get the value of lambda or mu, what you will get is, you can get this point M. Once you get this M, which is by the way lying on your line. So what you are looking for, equation of L. How do you calculate equation of L? So to calculate equation of L, you need point on that line L. Yes ma'am, we are having either M or N, both will work. Okay, and ma'am you want direction ratio. So your line L is parallel to 3, 1, 2. So direction ratio of L line is 3, 1, 2 only. You can write the equation of line. Now you can just satisfy it. That option A is satisfying or not, option B is satisfying or not, option C is satisfying or not, option D is satisfying or not. That's it. That's how you do this question, okay? Alright. Now let me just move on to the next type, guys. Next type. Next type. Okay, what is the next type? Now understand. A line perpendicular to two given lines. Okay, ma'am. What is this new type? Let us know. Do you remember I told you this in vector? That a vector perpendicular to two given vectors. Remember? A vector perpendicular to two given vectors is A cross B. Yes or no? Remember? A vector perpendicular to A and B is A cross B only. So same thing. A line perpendicular to two given lines. So dr of a line perpendicular to two given lines will be given by cross product of, taking cross product of dr1 and dr2. So if you want to calculate direction ratio of a line which is perpendicular to two given lines, what you have to do is, you have to take cross product of direction ratio of two given lines. dr1 and dr2. Let us do some questions to understand the concept. Okay ma'am, all right. Again JEE in 2024. Can you see January attempt question? So this is your line. Now you will be like, ma'am, this is line. We don't know because we are okay with Cartesian form of a line. But what is this? You're not understanding, but don't worry na. Ninja ma'am is right here. Okay. So yes, this is your line number 1. Okay. Line number 1 is this. Again, vector form na, I will show you what is the conversion. Don't worry. Line number 1 is right here. And line number 2 is right here. Okay. Line number 3 is right here. So basically 3 lines are there. Okay, control. Okay, don't panic. So line 3 lines are there. What is the information? What is the correlation between 3 lines? Okay. 3 lines such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. One information we got. L1 perpendicular to L2. Now understand. If 2 lines are perpendicular, obviously the dot product between dr should be 0. Dot product is 0. Now understand, if any line is given in vector form, this first portion which is without any constant is your point. So point on the line 1 is this. Point on this line is 1, minus 1, 2. This is your point. And dr, this is your dr, which is 1, minus 1, 2. What about this? Can you see 0, 1, minus 1? This is your line number, this is your point. And this is your direction. This is your direction. Again, same thing. Here, ma'am, but here we can't see any point. Can you see that if there is no point, this is 0, 0, 0 plus constant time direction. Understand? Vector form says point plus constant time direction. So, point plus constant time direction. Point plus constant time direction. Here, point is not there. So, 0 is that point. And constant is this. So, this is your direction, guys. This is your direction. So, now L1 and L2 are perpendicular. So, dr. So, dot product 1 into 3 minus 1 into j minus 1 into 1 plus 2 into p is equals to 0. So, 3 minus 1, 2 plus 2p is equals to 0. P is given as minus 1. P is your minus 1, guys. Okay. P is your minus 1. P is coming out as minus 1. Got it? This information is clear. L1 perpendicular to L2. Now L3 is perpendicular to both L1 and L2. This is the format, guys. Now understand. This was we have already done it. This is the new thing we have to learn. A line L3 is perpendicular to both L1 and L2, and mind it, direction ratios are missing. So to calculate dr of line number 3, see, dr of L3 will be given by cross product of dr of L2, L1 and L2, dr of L2. Understanding my point? Now you have got direction ratio 1 minus 1 2. Okay? 1 minus 1 2. Next, what is this? 3 1 and minus 1, because p is minus 1. No? I j k. This is your direction ratio of line 3. That means L, M, N is you are going to get right away. Calculate. Okay. So this is going to become 1 minus 2. So minus 1 comma. This is minus 1 minus 6. Minus 7. So plus 7, because the middle one is the negative one. 1 plus 3 is 4. So minus 1, 7 and 4 is the direction ratio. So L, M and N. So can you see? Minus 1, 7 and 4. Minus 1, 7 and 4. Okay. So over here just write down minus 1, 7 and 4. So delta times minus 1, 7, 4. And origin is the point. If you want to write this in Cartesian form, x minus 0, y minus 0, z minus 0, and the direction ratio is minus 1, 7 and 4. Delta is the constant. This is the line number 3 which you are going to get. and the point which lies on L3. Now just understand, point lies on L3. So clearly if you put delta is equals to 1, right? Put delta is equals to 1. Put delta is equals to 1. You will get option 1. Option 1 is absolutely right. Minus 1, 7, 4. How many of you? Yes, guys. Option A. You guys are absolutely right. None other than option. See, if you put delta is equals to 1, then option 2 is rejected. If you put delta is equals to minus 1, suppose. Delta minus 1, so you are going to get 1, minus 7 and minus 4. So 1, minus 7 and minus 4 are not there in option C and D. So only option which is correct is option A. Getting it or not? Getting it, guys? Yes. Okie dokie. Alright. One more question. Can we see one more question? Right? And after that we have got okay, 5 more forms. Okay, then we'll take a break. Okay, we'll take a break after this particular form. Okie dokie, chalo. L is the line passing through origin and perpendicular to this line. Now understand, these two lines, if you see, these two lines are mixed up lines. Can you see there is not the format point plus constant times direction? Do you remember? So what we have to do is we have to convert. See, T is here, T is here, T is here. No, so just understand that without T is your point. So 3, minus 1, 4. 3 I cap minus 1 j cap 4 k cap plus T times 1, 2 and 2. 1, 2 and 2. I plus 2j plus 2k. This is your line, guys. This is your line. And same, 3i cap plus 3j cap plus 2k cap plus s times 2, 2 and 1. 2i cap, 2j cap, k cap. This is your line, okay? Now the question says, if the coordinates of point in the first quadrant on line number 2, at a distance of root 17 from the point of intersection of L and L1. Okay. So what they are saying is L line is passing through origin and perpendicular to these two lines. So line L can be written down as 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap plus, see, lambda is not utilized. So lambda times direction ratio of line L. By the way, line L is perpendicular to L1 and L2. So I, J, K, cross product between these two. Can you see 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Can you tell me the DRs of this particular line? 2 minus 4. So minus 2, comma. 1 minus 4. So minus 3, so plus 3. What about this? 2 minus 4. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2. So minus 2. Let me. So minus 2, 3 and minus 2. Minus 2 I cap plus 3 j cap minus 2 k cap. This is your L line. Okay. Now they are talking about intersection point of L and L1. Okay, how to calculate intersection point between two lines? Can anybody tell me? Just equate. Assume a point and equate. See, this is already the point. L1. 3 plus t, this and this. So basically point, so 3 plus t. 3 plus t is equals to what? Minus 2 lambda. Then 2t minus 1 is equals to, what you're going to get is 3 lambda. And 4 plus 2t is equals to minus 2 lambda. So you have to solve these two equations and two unknowns, get the value of lambda, get the value of t. You have to figure out the point of intersection. Okay, so once you get lambda, what you can get is, you can put, and t also, of course, put the value of t to get the thing. Okay, so the value of lambda from here will be equals to minus 1. Value of lambda will be equals to minus 1, and similarly the value of t will be equals to what? Minus 1. T is also minus 1. Yes or no? Lambda minus 1, if you solve it. Lambda minus 1, t minus 1. So if lambda is minus 1, the point, intersection point, what are you getting? Point of intersection of L1 and A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C, you are getting it right here. 2 comma minus 3 comma 2. 2 comma minus 3 comma 2 is that point, and if the coordinate of the points, if the coordinate of point in the first octant of L2 are at a distance root 17 from the point, no, not this one. Intersection point, what we are getting is 2 comma minus 3 comma, so intersection point we are getting 2 comma minus 3 comma 2, correct? Now, let us read this line. Coordinates of point in the first octant. First octant means what? First quadrant, you know. Take half of that quadrant, you will get what? Octant. So, first octant on L2 at a distance of root 17 from this. So, you have to assume a point. See, this is the point 3 plus 2s, 3 plus 2s and 2 plus s. This is another point. And now you have to calculate distance between these 2 points and make it root 17. So, just distance. 17 will be equal to, square root is gone already. So 3 plus 2s and this is 2s plus 1. This and this. So 2s square. And 2 plus s and 2s plus s square. Okay. Alright. Calculate the value of s from here. So you are going to get 4 plus 4, 8. 9s square plus 1 plus, from here one more thing you are going to get, that is 4s equals to 17. So just solve it, get the value of s from here. So s, value of s, hold on, this minus this, so 2s plus 9 you will get, right, from here, 2s plus 9. S plus 9, then you are having 2 and 2 cancel, yes, so you are having s plus s square. So from here you will get two values of s. I have written the values also, minus 2 and minus 10 by 9. Minus 2 comma, let me just check, minus 10 by 9, okay, minus 2 minus 10 by 9. Two values of s you are going to get. Now, the point which will lie in the first octant. Now understand, let me show you the direct solution. See what did we do. Again, same thing. We have got the point which was, by the way, 2 comma minus 3 comma 2. And this point P, we have taken it right here. Distance between these 2 points is root 17. So just make it, get the value of s. Once you get the value of s, you will get two values of point. Okay, put s is equals to minus 2, put s is equals to minus 10 by 9. So clearly, if a point is negative, it will not lie in which quadrant? See, if a point is negative, it will not lie. So that is why 7 by 9, 7 by 9, 8 by 9 will lie in first octant. So clearly 7 by 9, 7 by 9 and 8 by 9 will be your answer. 7 7 14. 14 plus 8 will be 22. 22 into 2, 44. So correct answer of this particular question will be what? 44. Okay. Alright. Yes. Perfect. Cool. Now another form. Shall I take a quick break before solving this? Okay. So after this, see, let me just give you a brief overview till now what we have covered. So we have covered type number 1, type number 2, type number 3, type number 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now we are going to cover one more type which is missing from here. Oh my goodness. Type, which is distance of a point from a line. Okay, this is also a type which was missing. So how many types? 1, 2, 3 and 4, and one more type which is coplanar lines. 5 types, 5 models are left, okay, to do. So let's take a quick break now. Quick break. Let us quickly take a break now. Right here. Okay, so let's meet around, so let's meet at 11 o'clock. Okay, so 15 minutes break. Resume at 11 p.m. Okay, 11 p.m. 15 minutes break. Okay. Come back, come back, come back. Distance of a point from a line but along another line. Now understand this type, huh? This type is slightly different. So, distance of a point from a line along another line. So, what does that mean? Understand. First of all, you will have a point, you will have a line. Point is there, line is there. Point is there, line is there. But you have to calculate distance between them. Which distance? Is it perpendicular distance? No. Distance of a point from a line but along another line. So there will be a line like this. Okay. So your distance should not be perpendicular. Rather it should be parallel to that line, or you can say along this line. Can you see? So you are looking for this particular distance. Okay. So you understood the scenario. Now how to do that? How to understand, how to perform this thing? So that we will do with the help of a problem which is given right here. Okay. Can we do this question? Yes, I think we can do this question. JEE Main January 2024. Okay, yes. Yes, Sumit, done. Taken, name taken, Sumit. How are you? Okay. So distance of a point from the line along this line. Okay. So first of all, let us draw this 7, minus 2, 11. This is your line which is x minus 6, y minus 4, z minus 8 upon 1, 0 and 3. Okay. Along which line? So understand, along this line. So this is your along line which is x minus 5, y minus 1, z minus 5 and 2 minus 3, 6. Okay. Alright. So this is the distance you are looking for is this. Now understand. Again, what you have to do is, first of all, you have this point already you know. You only want this particular point. Right? Now this point, understand, is an intersection point of two lines. One is the line which is already here. So can we take a point on this line? So we can do that. If I mark this as lambda, just tell me what will be this point. So this point will be lambda plus 6, comma, 0 lambda plus 4, comma, 3 lambda plus 8. Correct? So this point is lying on this line. What about this particular line? We don't know this line, ma'am. Can we write equation of this line? Can anybody help me in writing equation of this line? Tell me. So yes, ma'am. Equation of this line can be written. See, for a line, for an equation of line, what do we want? We want a point which is already there. So x minus 7, y plus 2, z minus 11. Now we want direction of this line. This line direction, can you see, is exactly matching with this particular line. So direction is 2, minus 3 and 6. Can you see? Yes or no? So this line equation also we have written now. Now is the time that we should take this as mu, and point on this line in terms of mu will be 2 mu plus 7 minus 3 mu minus 2, 6 mu plus 11. Okay, alrighty, perfecto. Now this is one point and this is another point. We just need to equate, get the value of mu or lambda so that we get this point. If we get this point, distance formula is applicable. Do it right away. 2 mu plus 7 is equals to lambda plus 6. First equation. Second is minus 3 mu minus 2 is equals to 4. That's it. So from here get the value of mu. So minus 3 mu is equals to 6. Mu is equals to minus 2. If mu is minus 2 now, you can just right away put the value of mu and get this point. So if mu is minus 2, so 7 minus 4, 3. Mu is minus 2, so 6 minus 2, 4. Mu is minus 2, so 11 minus 12 is minus 1. 3, 4 and minus 1. So point is 3, 4, minus 1. Now the distance formula is applicable. So your answer will be square root of 16 plus 4 minus minus 2, 36 plus 12 ka 144 And this is going to give you what? 144 plus 16 will be 160. 196. So 196 ka square root is 14 guys. 14, option B. Bolo. Clear or not guys? Okay. Spammers in the chat box. Okay, can you guys please ignore the spammers? Don't worry about it, okay? So this is how this model is done. Now one more question again, JEE Main 2024. Alright, okay. Consider the line L passing through points 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 5. Okay. The distance of this point from the line along this particular line. Okay. Now understand, this is your line. Which line L you don't have. You have 2 points on line L. So what we will do is, this is your line L whose equation can be written down. X minus 1, y minus 2 and z minus 3. Upon. So 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 2 also 1. 5 minus 3, 2. This is your line. Okay. Now consider the line L passing through points. This distance of 11 by 3, 11 by 3. So distance of 11 by 3, 11 by 3 and 19 by 3. Correct? From the line L. But again, here is the catch. Along, it is not a perpendicular distance. Along the another line. So along this another line, which is your this particular line. Okay. So again, what we need to do is write this. So this point is right here. You need to focus on this particular point. How do you do that? First of all, this is equals to lambda. Put the point, assume a point, lambda plus 1. Okay ma'am, comma. Lambda plus 2. Okay ma'am, comma. 2 lambda plus 3. This is the point. Now another way of assuming this point is, first of all, you need equation of this line. How do you write equation of this line? Now ma'am, to write equation of any line, again, same thing. You need a point. Do you have a point? Yes ma'am. This is the point now. X minus 11 by 3 equals to y minus 11 by 3 equals to z minus 19 by 3 upon direction of this line is along this line 2, 1, 2. So 2, 1, 2 is the direction guys. 2, 1 and 2. So again you can just assume it as mu. So 2 mu plus 11 by 3 comma. Mu plus 11 by 3 comma. Then 2 mu plus 19 by 3. This is the point. Now you have to equate both the points. Equate, get the value of either mu or lambda, whatever is easy. Once you get either mu or lambda, put it here so that you get the point. Okay. So 2 mu plus 11 by 3 is equals to lambda plus 1, first equation. And mu plus 11 by 3 is equals to lambda plus 2. This is your second equation. Okay. What you can do is you can subtract equation number 1 and 2. Right? It looks very easy to subtract equation 1 and 2. So 1 minus 2, if you do 2 mu minus mu will be mu. 11 by 3 gone. Lambda plus 1. Lambda plus 2. If you subtract, you will get minus 1. Mu is coming out as minus 1. Put mu value over here. So if mu is minus 1, then you can just calculate the value of lambda. Mu is minus 1. So 11 by 3 minus 11 by 3 minus 2 minus 1 is equals to lambda. So 11 by 3 minus 3 is equals to lambda. Lambda is 3 3s are 9. So 2 by 3. Lambda is 2 by 3. Oops. No. Mu minus 1 is better. Mu minus 1 is better. I don't need lambda. Mu is minus 1. Put the value of mu right here. So mu minus 1 right here. 11 by 3 minus 2. 11 by 3 minus 2. So 11 minus 6. 5 by 3 guys. 5 by 3. Comma. Again. Minus 1. So 11 minus 3. 8 by 3. Comma. 19 minus 6 is 13 by 3. Yes. This is your point. Now you are looking for distance between these two. Tell me. 11 minus 5. What is 11? 6 by 3. 2 ka square 4 plus 11 minus 8. 3 by 3 का square 1, 6 by 3 2 का square 4. So this is 4 और 4 8 और एक root 9. Root 9 will be 3. 3 is your absolutely correct answer, guys. 3 is absolutely correct. Yes, Mida, absolutely right. Okay. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Perfecto. Okay. Perfect. Now, so this is the type. So what was the model? Distance of a point from a line but along another line. Okay. Now we have 4 other forms to do, and that is, okay, coplanar lines. Coplanar lines. Okay. So what is the condition of coplanarity? Coplanar lines, or 4 points to become coplanar. 4 points to be coplanar. Okay. So if 2 lines are coplanar, what is the formula? What is the concept? If 2 lines are given to you, understand line number 1, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 upon a upon b upon c. Then x minus x2, y minus y2, z minus z1, this is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. This is line number 1, line number 2. Line number 1, line number 2. Both lines are given, and if the question says that both lines are coplanar, then the condition of coplanarity says that the determinant value will be 0. Which determinant value, ma'am? So determinant value say that the row number 2 and row number 3 will be a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. a1, b1, c1. That is dr of line number 1. dr of line number 2. Row 2 and row 3. Now row number 1. Row number 1. Now row number 1, understand, see, row number 1 will be filled by x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1. This is your formula, guys. This is your formula. Minus sign is right here. Okay, so condition of 2 lines for being coplanar. Now 4 points being coplanar, that also we will study. First of all, let us talk about the lines. So this is your question, guys. Not this. Yes, this is your question. JEE Main 2020 September. Okay. So this question is saying that for some alpha belongs to real, the lines L1 and L2 are coplanar. So yes, ma'am, we know the determinant value 2 minus 1, 1. Alpha 5 minus alpha and 1. Okay. Now the row number 1 is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So understand, x1, y1, z1, can anybody tell me from here, ma'am? Minus 1, 2, 1. And x2, y2, z2, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1. Okay. So this is x2 minus x1. Minus 1, minus 2. Minus 1 minus 2 will be plus 1. 2 minus 1, so 3. 1 minus 1 is 2, and this is going to become 0. And now you just have to expand it, open it, get it 0, make it 0, get the value of alpha. So just the simple determinant minus 1 and plus alpha minus 5 minus 3. So this is 2 minus alpha plus 2. This is 10 minus 2 alpha. 10 minus 2 alpha plus alpha, and it is 0. Okay, so this is going to become alpha minus 6 minus 6 plus 3 alpha. Then we are having 10 minus alpha, so plus 20 minus 2 alpha equals to 0. So alpha, 3 alpha, 4 alpha, 4 minus 2, 2 alpha. Now what about this? 6 और 6 12, 20 minus 12 is plus 8 equals to 0. So alpha will be in the chat box. Minus 4, correct? Alpha is equals to minus 4. The moment you will see alpha minus 4, now what to do? L2 passes through which point is what they are asking. So yes, minus 4. So x plus 2 upon minus 4 is equals to y plus 1 upon 9 is equals to z plus 1 upon 1 is equals to lambda. This is your L2. Okay, so clearly that L2, x coordinate of L2 will be what? Minus 4 lambda minus 2. And x coordinate is either 10 or 2. Clearly 10 or 2. So if it is 10, then your value of lambda will be what? Tell me. So this is 12 and 12 by 4 lambda is minus 3. So lambda is minus 3. Put lambda minus 3. Okay, so if you put lambda minus 3, then you are going to get 10. Right, now lambda minus 3 minus 27 plus 1. Minus 26, which is missing, That means A is wrong, B is also wrong. This is 9, right? Minus 4. So 9 into minus 3. Incorrect. So now lambda minus 3 is not valid. Now this is 4. Lambda is equals to minus 1. Put lambda minus 1. So if put lambda minus 1, if you put lambda minus 1, you will get x coordinate as 2, y coordinate as minus 9 and minus 9 and minus 1. Correct? So minus 10. Yes. Option B. Can you see? Option B. And z coordinate is minus 1, so minus 2. Option B is absolutely right. No, Milan. Option D nahi, option B is correct. Option B, guys. Okay. So B is correct. 2, minus 2, minus 10, minus 2. This is the condition for coplanar line. Again, another question of coplanar line. But this question is all about checking from the options. Now this is something which is, the concept is very basic, but the checking part might take a little longer because one by one you have to check the options. This line is coplanar with which line? Right? So you have to check option A and this line. Now again, determinant you have to form, check whether the determinant is becoming 0. Then if not 0, move on, talk about. So this is beta type question, guys. Beta question. This is your beta question. This is, you have to skip in the first pass. Very bad if you do this question in the first pass. Okay. It will take a lot of your time. Okay. So coplanar line. Now this is 4 points. Yes. Condition of 4 points being coplanar. 4 points being coplanar. 4 points being coplanar. 4 points being coplanar means what? So again, determinant is 0, but which determinant? Now understand. x1, y1, z1, write it this way. x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3 and x4, y4, z4. If 4 points are being coplanar, then understand x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. x3 minus x1. See, this is fixed. x2 minus x1, x3 minus x1, x4 minus x1. So x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 and x4 minus x1, y4 minus y1, z4 minus z1. This should be equal to 0. This is what you have to apply. So again, so you have to create the, what do you say? You have to see. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points are there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Create the determinant now. Okay. So see, 7 minus 1, 6. Then 5 minus 5, 0. 5 minus 35, minus 30. Understanding? Now this 1 minus 1. So this is 1 minus 1. You have to write 0. Then lambda minus 5. This is your 0. Lambda minus 5. 7 minus 35. Like this. Then 2 lambda minus 1, 1 minus 5 and then 2 minus 35. Like this you have to do it. Create a determinant, make it 0, solve it and eventually what you are going to get is a quadratic equation in lambda. As per the question, what are they asking? Sum of all possible values of lambda. So you don't have to solve it. You don't have to solve it. Sum of roots of this equation will be minus b by a. So that is going to be 44 by 5. 44 by 5 is absolutely correct. Option D is absolutely correct. Okay. This is the condition for 4 points to be a coplanar. Okay. Okie dokie. Shall we move on to the next type, which is, oh my god. I cannot even tell you how many problems for this concept has been asked in previous 5 years, especially in 2024. You will be surprised the moment you will see shortest distance between these two lines. I will teach you this concept a little later, but let me just create this hype. This will definitely be there in JEE Main 2025. Let me show you. Shortest distance between two lines. Okay, ma'am. This is question number 1. Can you see April attempt JEE Main 2024? Again, April attempt JEE Main 2024. Again, April attempt JEE Main 2024. Again, April attempt JEE Main 2024. Can you see? Again, April attempt JEE Main 2024. Okay, alrighty. Yes, April attempt JEE Main 2024. Right? April attempt JEE Main 2024. Then January attempt 2024. 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 Then April 2023, 2023. So many years. Like I cannot even tell you. 2023 so many times. 2020, 2022, 2019. So many years, right? So many years. Every year shortest distance between two lines is getting asked. Okay. So are we ready for the concept? Are we ready for the formula? Are we ready for the formula? Okay. Clear shortest distance between two lines. Obviously, we have a direct formula. Okay, let me write down the direct formula of this. Okay. So understand first of all the concept, because concept is also important, and the direct formula is also important. Okay. So shortest distance between two lines, that means skew lines we are talking about. So concept says suppose you are having line number 1, line number 2. Obviously if you are given with both the lines, you will have 4 things. What are these 4 things? So there will be a point x1, y1, z1 on the line number 1. Point will be there on line number 2 as well. You can get it from the equation only. So equation of line 1 and line 2 is given. So that means you can just get the point out of that equation. Now line number 1 will have A1, B1, C1 as direction ratio. Line number 2 will have A2, B2, C2 as a direction ratio. Okay. Now let me tell you the formula of it. Formula says, again, you have to form a determinant in the numerator. Okay, what will be the determinant? Tell me. So again, same coplanar lines, same formula you have to copy paste. A1, B1, C1 will be in row number 2. A2, B2, C2 will be in row number 3. And x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1 will be in row number 1. And in denominator, you have to take cross product of ijk. Cross product of this line number 1 and line number 2. So A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. This is your modulus is there. This is your formula of shortest distance. Absolutely, absolutely important. This is the formula. Okay. Now, apart from formula, conceptually you have to understand that shortest distance between these two lines. See, these are the skew lines. Don't confuse this because it is a 2D diagram. You'll be like, ma'am, shortest distance will be these 0 because they will intersect. No, they will not intersect because the lines are skew. Understand, the lines are like this. These are neither parallel nor intersecting. Rather, they are like this, sitting in this situation like this. So they are not parallel. They are going. It is going here. This is going here. So there will be a shortest distance between these two lines. Okay. Now shortest distance between these two lines will lie along the perpendicular. Okay. So this will lie along perpendicular on L1 and L2. So this is the shortest distance, and this line is perpendicular to both L1 and L2. And this vector, if you want to calculate this perpendicular vector, this is nothing but cross product. Cross product of dr of dr1 and dr2. Are you getting it? Yes, this is the concept you all should understand. Okay. Shall we move on to the question part directly? So yes, this is JEE Main 2024 April attempt question, guys. Yes, planes are removed from the syllabus. Yes. So that is why in 3D geometry, trust me, whatever is there in 3D geometry now, very less models. Everything is absolutely important. Because now if you remove important things, now earlier things which were just important have become more important, guys. Understand this point. Okay. So if the shortest distance between line number 1 and line number 2 is 38 upon 3 root 5k, then they are talking about this. Basically, this is combination question of definite integration, but basic of definite integration. Majorly shortest distance between two lines. Okay. Just tell me, point number 1 on this line will be what? Ma'am, minus 2, comma minus 3, comma 5. This is x1, y1, z1. What about this? Point number 2, x2, 3, comma 2, comma minus 4, x2, y2, z2. Correct? Okay. Alright. Now, determinant. x1, x2. Okay. So, x2 minus x1. So, this is 5. 2 minus minus 3 again 5. Minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4. Line number 2, 1 minus 3, 2. This is your determinant of formula upon. Now you need A cross B, basically cross product of this. So understand I, J, K and just row number 2, row number 3, copy paste 2, 3, 4, 1 minus 3 and 2. Okay. And this is going to become, if you solve the numerator part, 5. 5 will be there. 3 2s are 6 plus 4 3s are 12. 18. Minus. 5 is already there now. Now you are having 2 2s are 4. Minus 4. 0. Minus 9 and you are having 2 3s are minus 6 minus 3 which is minus 9 upon. Now magnitude of this. So magnitude will be 18 square plus 9 square only. So this is what? 5 into 18. 90 plus 81 upon. This is going to become 18 square. So if you take 9 common. Suppose 9 square is gone outside. 9 square is gone. Okay. So if 9 square is gone, it will become 9. So this is 9. Correct. And square root of 2. So square root of 5. 9 ones are 9, 9 tens are, 9 nines are. So this is going to become 19 by root 5. Shortest distance between two lines is 19 by root 5. Okay, so now 19 by root 5 is equals to 38 upon 3 root 5k. Now understand, from here you will get the value of k. Root 5 cancel. 19 ones are, 19 twos are. So k is 3 by 2. So from here k will be 3 by 2. So the value of k is 3 by 2. Now you have to solve this particular part, which is what? 0 to k. So 0 to 3 by 2. GIF of x square dx is equals to what we are going to calculate. Now understand. This is definite integration. Okay. And we are going to break this definite integration when the expression inside GIF becomes integer. So I need to know whenever x square becomes integer. X square becomes integer when? X square should be an integer. So ma'am, clearly when x is equals to 1 and x equals to root 2. That's it. So yeah, this will be breaking at 2 points. So 0 to 1 x square dx plus 1 to root 2 x square dx plus root 2 to 3 by 2 x square dx. Okay, all right, clear? Okay, perfect. All right, now let us do this. 0 to 1. 0 to 1. If you put any number between 0 to 1 inside this x, tell me 0.9 whole square, suppose. 0.9 whole square, this is still fraction, so this GIF of x square will become 0 plus. between 1 to root 2. That means 1 to 1.4. Put any number between 1 to 1.4 and square it and then tell me what is your value. So ma'am, a number which is lying between 1 to 1.4, if you square it, it will still lie between 1 and 2. So your GIF of a number which will lie between 1 and 2 will be 1 only. So this is 1 to root 2, 1 dx plus. What about this root 2 and so root 2. If you put root 2 over here, what will you get? Root 2 square, 2. So you will get 2 over here. So plus 2 times dx and this is root 2, 3 by 2. Just solve it out. This is root 2 minus 1 plus this is 2 times root 2 minus 3 by 2. So this is what you are going to get, which is root 2 to 3 root 2. 3 root 2 and minus 1 minus 3. So minus 4. This is your answer. 3 root 2 minus 4. 3 root 2 minus 4. So your answer will be 3 root 2 minus 4. Is it? 3 root 2 minus 4. Have I done correct? 2 minus root 2 बोल रहे हैं. Hold on. So this is minus root 2 guys. Okay. Sorry. This is reverse. 3 by 2. Yes. 3 by 2 minus root 2. So your value will be what? Tell me. So 3 minus 1. 2 minus root 2 is the value of this thing. So alpha is coming out as 2. Can you see? Alpha from this question, if you compare, alpha is 2. So 6 into 2 cube, that is 8 6 are 48. 48 is the correct answer of this particular question. Okay, 48. Okay, okie dokie, clear? Yes. Okay, so this is shortest distance between two lines. Okay, they can club with anything. Now one more question. Direct question. Can you see shortest distance between these two lines? Can you see direct question? So again, direct formula you have to apply. JEE Main 2024 direct formula. Okay, so let me just solve this for you. So yes, 2 minus 7 5, 2 1 minus 3. And now the coordinates. Can you see x1? What will be the value of x1? Ma'am, 3 comma minus 15 comma 9. This is x1 y1 z1. What about x2 y2 z2? Minus 1 1 and 9 is x2 y2 z2. Correct? Okay. Now x1 minus x2, so you have to apply it over here. So this is 3 minus minus 1 4. 3 minus minus 1 4. Minus 15 minus 1 minus 16. 9 minus 9. So this is 0. Good news. We have got 0 over here. Upon that cross product is what we are going to get. Okay. Let's solve it out. So 4. Now 21 minus 5. 21 minus 5 is what? 16. Yes. Plus 16 multiply. Now we are having 16 is gone. Minus 6 minus 10. So minus 16. Plus 0 multiply. Do calculate it. I'll tell you. 2 and then plus 14. So 16. So your cross product, if you calculate now, it will have these three values only. So it is going to become 16 square plus 16 square plus 16 square only upon. So your answer will be what? Tell me. If you calculate 16 square outside, so 16 square will be 16 root 3. And if you take 16 outside, what will you get? 4 and minus 16 and plus 0. Correct? 4 minus, so 16, 16 gone. So minus 12 upon root 3, magnitude is there. That is why 12 by root 3. So 12 by root 3, if you rationalize it, so it is going to give you 4 root 3. 4 root 3, where is that? Option B. JEE Main 2024 April attempt, direct formula. Direct formula is there. Okay. Yes, JEE topper, ये तो direct है ना? So this is a direct question which is right here. And now some questions are not too direct. You have to understand, some questions are not absolutely absolutely direct. How to tackle them? So let us read this question. Again, shortest distance question is there. Let the point lie on the line of shortest distance between these two lines. Okay. Then alpha minus beta whole square. So basically what they are saying is that there are two lines and this point is lying on this line which is here, right here, shortest distance between this. Okay. So first of all, you have to understand that you are looking for this particular line. Okay. And understand, I told you already this concept that this line is perpendicular to both the lines. Okay. So dr of this line, can anybody tell me? Dr of this line you will get it by cross product of dr of both the lines, which is minus 3, 4 and 2, minus 1, 2 and 0. Okay. So this is 0, minus 4. So minus 4 I cap, j cap, minus, so this is also 0 and minus 2. So basically plus 2, so minus 2 j cap, and minus 6 plus 4, minus 2 k cap. So minus 4, minus 2, minus 2. This is your okay. So what are you getting? 2, 1, 1. Yes. Minus 4, minus 2, minus 2. If you are looking for just direction, you can just ignore the negative sign and you can take 2 common. So 2, 1, 1 are the dr, guys, dr of line number, this line. This is the line, okay? So this is the dr, okay? Now let the point lie on the shortest distance between these two lines. So you are looking for a point now? Yes. Direction ratio is already there. You are looking for a point. Okay. So now again, similar type of question is right here. You have to assume a point P on this line. P will be what? Tell me. Minus lambda minus 2, comma minus 2 lambda minus 6, comma 0 lambda plus 1, correct? And here you have to write Q. What will be the Q? Tell me. So Q will be this. 3 mu. This is your line 2, this is line 1. Okay, 3 minus 3 mu minus 2. 4 mu plus 2. And 2 mu plus 5. 2 mu plus 5. Okay, this is your point Q. Now understand that what do you want? You want either lambda or mu. Because see, you want a point on this line now. So either you want lambda to get the value of P or you want Q. So again, direction ratio already are here 2, 1, 1. So just do it now. I mean direction ratio by PQ. You can get it. So this minus this. Minus 3 lambda plus mu, and this minus this is gone, okay, is equals to 4 mu plus 2 lambda, 4 mu plus 2 lambda, and this is plus 8, and is equals to the last one 2 mu plus 5, and this is minus 1 upon this is 2, 1, 1. Okay. So now if you just compare and get the value of mu and lambda, compare this and this time. So this is going to give you minus 3 lambda plus mu is equals to 2 mu plus 4. 2 mu plus 4 into 2. So 4 mu plus 8. So minus 3 lambda is equals to 3 mu plus 8. This is your equation number 1. Similarly, you have to find the equation number 2 just by equating these two, so that you get another equation in mu and lambda, and you know what, you will get the value of lambda and mu. Lambda will be minus 1, and if you solve it, lambda will be minus 1 and mu will be 1. Yes or no? Tell me. If lambda is minus 1, so 3 plus 1 by 2, 4 by 2. If lambda is minus 1, mu is 1, so 4 plus 4 minus 2. 2 plus 8, 10. 10 by 1. And this is what you're going to get lambda minus 1 mu 1, and this is or you can satisfy it right here, lambda minus 1. Hold on, have I done anything wrong in here? See, x plus 2, 3 minus, hold on, this is the point, right? Minus lambda minus 2, this is plus, sorry guys, this is plus, okay, 2 lambda minus 6, so yes, so this is minus sign. Okay, and yes, so 2 mu plus 4 is 8. This is your 8 is correct. What about this? Now mu is 4, so 4, 5, 6. So 2 by 1, correct? This is your 3 plus 1, 4 by 2, correct? Mu is 1, so 5. Hold on. Sorry, lambda and mu values I have not checked it properly. Okay, so lambda will be, let me check, mu is equals to lambda plus 2. We need to calculate actually. Sorry guys, we need to calculate the lambda and mu. I can't write it like this. Second equation we will need. Okay, so let's compare this. So 4 mu, so if we equate these two, so 2 mu and is equals to 2 lambda, and this is your 8 and this is your 4, so plus 4, yes. So mu plus 2 is equals to lambda. Mu plus 2 is equals to lambda, okay. Mu plus 2 is equals to lambda, and from here also, so calculate lambda and mu. Once you calculate lambda or mu, you will get this point Q, you will get this point P, and once you get P or Q, you can write the equation of this line, because dr is there, point is there. Now you can just simply satisfy this point in the line, get the value of 1 alpha and beta. Okay, all right, clear, perfect. I'm having this allergy on my nose. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, all right. No, I have this skin issue now, so I get some allergies on my nose as well. Okay, all right. So I think we can do this question. Okay, shortest distance between these two lines. So it is clear that what did we do? What was the procedure? So it is not simple, very basic. So some questions definitely will be there wherein direct shortest distance will be asked. But if shortest distance is not asked, then what will you do? Line number 1 is right here. Line number 2 is right here. Okay. So shortest, you have to calculate line along the shortest distance. So what you need is two things. Number 1, direction ratio. That you can simply calculate by taking cross product of dr of line 1 and line 2. That we have done nicely, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Now you have to take a point on line number 1, take a point on line number 2 and calculate PQ vector. PQ vector is parallel to 2, 1, 1. So this is PQ vector parallel to 2, 1, 1, and you just have to find mu or lambda. Once you get lambda, put it over here, you will get the point. Point dr. Write the equation of line. Satisfy this point over here once you get the equation of line. So if you just go by the solution, can you see? This is the solution, okay? So this is the line. Okay, you will get the point. This is your point and this is 2, 1, 1 dr. So you got this, and once you get this, you have to put that your x coordinate is -1. If your x coordinate is -1, tell me what will happen. 3 minus 1 by 2. So 1. Y coordinate is alpha. Z coordinate is beta. So just understand, alpha will be what? -3. And beta will be what? 2. -3, 2. So -3, 2 square. So that will be 25. You are going to get a clear cut 25 over here. Okay. So I am quickly just leaving this again. Okay. Now let us just understand all the types. JEE Main 2024. So whenever you get this type of line which is not in a Cartesian form, what you can do is convert this equation into Cartesian form. How will you do that? So understand. Line number 1 will be what? X minus. This is the point 2, 1, 3. 2. So 2, 1, 3. What is the direction ratio? Lambda minus 3 lambda, 4 lambda. So 1 minus 3, 4. Line 2. Can you help me in writing the equation of line number 2? So that is going to give you 2, 3 and 5. So 2, 3 and 5 upon. So you are getting 2 mu, 3 mu and mu. So 2, 3 and 1. Line number 1, line number 2, calculate shortest distance just like you do. Direct formula, direct question. Okay, alright too. Clear? Again, can you see another question, another direct question, but this is the reverse type. Now understand, JEE Main 2024 only. So in here, what you have to do is, your shortest distance is given to you. What you have to calculate is the value of lambda. So again, same type. 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8. Now understand. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. If you see. 2, 4, 6, 8 guys. This is your 2. This is your 3. This is your 4 only. Okay. Alright. So cross product will be 0 only. These are the two parallel lines. Okay. Parallel lines are given. Now how to calculate distance between parallel lines? Also, one more thing that, see, point on the first line is lambda, 4, 3. Point on the second line is 2, 4, 7. And both the lines are parallel to 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4. How to calculate distance between these two lines? Understand over here what to do? So first of all, what you can do is, you can actually calculate, you can actually put a point right here. Two, 3, 4 is given, right? So distance between two parallel lines, that's what you have to calculate. Okay, so distance between two parallel lines. So understand, this vector is known to you. This vector is known to you. Okay, this vector, you are looking for this length. Okay. Okay. Alright. What to do now? Now you understand that you have to, or shall I give you the direct formula for this? So first of all, you have to form this vector. Let us mark it as, whenever two parallel lines are involved, distance between two parallel lines. Okay. So suppose this is your point P, this is your point Q. So PQ vector you have to calculate. That is going to become lambda minus 2, 0 and minus 4. Correct? Now PQ vector. Now you have to take projection of PQ vector on cross product of these two. On this vector, which is this particular vector. Now how to get this vector? PQ vector on on 2, 3, 4 vector. Yes. Oops. Guys, what you have to do is you have to take projection of PQ vector on the direction, in the direction of 2, 3, 4. So PQ vector is right here. So take dot product and then take magnitude. Very simple. So this minus this will give you lambda minus 4, comma 0 minus 3, comma minus 4 minus 4, 8 upon square root of 4 plus 9 plus 16. This is what you're going to get. Because it is a dot product, it has plus sign. And this is the ratio, which is what? By the way, 13 by root 29. So can you see this is 16 plus 4, 20, root 29 gone. So this is value of lambda you're going to get, which is lambda minus 4 minus 3 minus 8. So lambda minus, can you see? 11 और 4 15, lambda minus 15 का mod is equals to 13. Okay, so lambda is equals to 15 plus 13, that is going to give you what? 28, or 15 minus 13 is equals to lambda, so lambda is coming out as 2. So lambda, the value of lambda is what they are looking for. This is your 13, correct? This is not coming correct. What's wrong? The shortest distance between this line and this line, okay, is 13 by 29. Then the value of lambda minus 2, 4 minus 4, correct, then 3, correct. So projection of this vector, on a perpendicular vector, I need this vector. Not on this. So you're going to get this distance. Hold on. This question, distance between two parallel lines. Okay. Let's do this question a little later, because this question is not from the model shortest distance between two skew lines. This is shortest distance between two parallel lines, okay? Shortest distance between two parallel lines. So the normal formula will not be applicable over here, okay? So let's do it in the next model. We'll come back, we'll read over this question, okay? Let's skip this question for now because it is irrelevant to the shortest distance between two skew lines. These are not the skew lines, this is parallel lines. So we will see, we will come back to this question. Okay, let's take another question which is relevant to this particular model, okay? Okay, now see, shortest distance direct question, I told you I'm not redoing it. Okay, again, the next question is again, shortest distance between two lines is 1. Now this is not a parallel lines, but again, now this is a reverse type of question, okay? So let's do this question, reverse type, okay? So again, this is your determinant minus 2, 1, 1, 1 minus 2, 1. And now this is lambda comma 2 comma 1 and root 3 comma 1 comma 2. Okay? So this is going to give you what? Lambda minus root 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 2 minus 1. Chalo, let's solve it. So this is going to give you lambda minus root 3 and then 1 plus 3. So this is 3 minus 1. Now this is minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 is what? Minus 3. Minus 1. Now we are going to get 4 minus 1, that is 3. And Now what you have to do is cross product, right? So you have to now cross product. If you do now ijk minus 2 1 1, and then we are having what, 1 minus 2 1. So this is nothing but square root of same thing, which is 3 ka square 9 plus 9 plus 9, correct? So this is going to give you, see, if you take 3 common, understand, if you take 3 common, you will get what, lambda minus root 3. Then 3 is common, so plus 1, and 3 is common, so minus 1. Upon, if you take 9 out of it, so 9, root 9 if you take common, you will get 3, and this is going to give you root 3, and this is 1. Mod of this is just 1, correct? So 1 1 gone. Lambda minus root 3 will be plus minus root 3. So your value of lambda is either 0, possible value of lambda, value of lambda, if you take minus, so lambda will be 0. Either 0 or 2 root 3 will be the answer. Now both answers are there. One possible value of lambda, the shortest distance between this, the sum of all possible values of lambda. Oh, they are talking about sum of all possible values of lambda. So lambda is coming out as 0, 2 root 3. Sum of all possible values of lambda will be 2 root 3. So option B is absolutely right. Shortest distance between two lines. Yes, guys? Okay. Clear? Direct formula? Yes, I think I'm gonna skip this type for now. Again, similar type of so many questions from shortest distance will be there. It is there in this particular PDF so that you solve as many questions as possible. Now I'm gonna keep skipping so that we can do last two formats, last two models. Are we ready for it? Okay, are we ready for it? Okay. Foot of perpendicular of a point on a line. Number 1, distance between a point on a line and slash. This format will give you the solution for distance between two parallel lines, guys. Two parallel lines. Remember we skipped this question. One question we have already skipped now. This type will give you that thing. Okay. So foot of perpendicular of a point on a line. Distance between a point and a line. Understand? First of all, a point is given, a line is given, and you are looking for this point. So you have to draw a perpendicular, and this is foot of perpendicular. How to get foot of perpendicular? How to get foot of perpendicular? Okay. First of all, this point is right here. This is your P point which is given to you. Line is already given to you. How to calculate this particular point? So line is given. So step number 1, let me just give you the steps, the algorithm to find foot of perpendicular. So first thing, you should assume a point on line L. Assume a point on line L in terms of lambda. In terms of lambda. In terms of lambda. See, okay? Point is right here. Now, this is your foot. Let's say this is F. Second, calculate FP vector. Calculate FP vector. FP vector. Third, FP vector dot direction ratio vector should be equals to 0. Now understand, FP vector, can you see FP vector? Can you see line? 90-degree angle is getting formed. So FP vector in dot direction ratio of line dr vector will give you 0. This technique, this condition will give you the value of lambda. So third step will give you the value of lambda. Now the moment you get value of lambda, all you have to do is put the value of lambda right here in the point so that you get F point, foot of perpendicular. So foot of perpendicular will be done and dusted. Yes or no? And suppose you are looking for distance between a point and a line. Same thing. Distance between, perpendicular distance between a point and a line. Tell me what to do. So you have to calculate foot of perpendicular. Once you calculate foot of perpendicular, the point is right here, calculate distance between them. Okie dokie. Clear? Yes? Okay. Chalo. Let's do one question on this. Okay. Yes. Direct question. JEE Main 2024 January attempt, guys. Are we ready? Okay. So now alpha, beta, gamma be the foot of perpendicular from the point 1, 2, 3. This is your line x plus 3, y minus 1, z plus 4 upon 5, 2, 3. Now understand 5, 2, 3 is lying along the line L. Okay. 5, 2, 3 is lying along the line L. Alpha, beta, gamma be the foot of perpendicular from the point 1, 2, 3 on this line, then 19 alpha. So you are looking for this point alpha, beta, gamma. So you have to assume this point 5 lambda minus 3, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda minus 4. Okay. This is your point. Now, this is your point P, this is your F. I told you already, calculate PF or FP vector. What will be that? 5 lambda minus 3 minus 1. So 5 lambda minus 4. 2 lambda plus 1 minus 2. 2 lambda minus 1. 3 lambda minus 4 minus 3. 3 lambda minus 7. Now PF vector ko you have to dot it with 5, 2, 3 and make it 0. Do it right away. Okay. So 5, 5 is 5. 5 lambda minus 4 plus 2. 2 lambda minus 1 plus 3. 3 lambda minus 7 is equals to 0. Get the value of lambda with this step number 3. This is your step number 3. So 5 5s are 25 plus 4 29 plus 9 38 lambda. 38 lambda is equals to 20. 22. 22 plus 21 will be what? 43. Is it? 20. 22. 7 3s are 21. 22 plus 21 is 43, correct? And 5 5s are 25 plus 4, 29. 29 plus 9 will be what? 38. No. I am doing something wrong, guys. Value of lambda is correct actually. No, it's correct. So, value of lambda is correct. Yes, this is correct. Okay. 43 by 38. Very bad number. But anyway, I don't have any other option. Yes. So, now you are looking for, this is your alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma, correct? This is your alpha, beta, gamma. So, you are looking for sum of alpha, beta, gamma, right? Sorry, this is your alpha. Sorry guys, not this. This F is your alpha, beta, gamma. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma will be what? Tell me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lambda minus 3 minus 7 plus 1 minus 6. So, just put the value of lambda right here. 43 into 43 by 38 minus 6. 430 minus 6 into 38 upon 38. So, correct answer of this particular question will be what? 100 and something 1. Yes. Solve it. Get B as the correct answer. Getting it? How to calculate foot of perpendicular? How many of you are getting it? Okay. Clear? Foot of perpendicular, that's how you calculate. Okay. See now this question, JEE Main 2024 April attempt. Can we do it? P be the point, this, and Q be the foot of perpendicular drawn from the point R on the lines passing through these 2 points. Okay, then the length of line segment PQ. So Q is that foot of perpendicular, right? You have to calculate Q. How will you do that? So this is your point, okay, R. line L. Okay, let's write the equation of line L. X minus 2, y plus 5, z minus 11 upon. Now this is 2 minus 6, 8. Then minus 5 minus 7, minus 12. 11 and 5, 16. Okay, you can cancel the terms out also. This is आधा कर देंगे 2 के टेबल से नहीं 4 के टेबल से 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. Now again step number 1, assume a point on the line L. So 2 lambda plus 2 comma minus 3 lambda minus 5 comma 4 lambda plus 11. Correct? Now what to do? Tell me. Calculate this vector. This vector you have to calculate. So PF vector, this time RF vector you have to calculate. RF vector. Can anybody tell me? 2 lambda plus 2 minus 1. 2 lambda plus 1. Minus 3 lambda minus 5. And this is going to give you minus 3 lambda minus 12. 4 lambda plus 11 and 6. So 4 lambda plus 5. This is your RF vector. Take dot product with 2 minus 3 and 4. So RF vector dot with 2 minus 3 and 4 will give you 0 as the answer. Get the value of lambda from here. Once you get the value of lambda from here, you will get this point. This is your Q, guys. Q. Yes. Q. Q is the foot of perpendicular. So once you get it, the value of lambda, put the value of lambda to get the foot of perpendicular Q. Once you get it, P is right there, Q is right there. Can you not calculate foot of perpendicular? Yes? Okay. Perfect. Clear? Alright. Yes. So now we have, see, another question again, similar type of question where foot of perpendicular is asked right here. So I'm gonna skip this foot of perpendicular completely and I'm gonna go straight towards this thing which is mirror image. Okay. One more. Length of perpendicular from the point this on the line this. Now see, the question is slightly different but the procedure is same. They are talking about length of perpendicular. Okay, so this is your point beta comma 0 comma beta. Suppose if you are looking for the length of perpendicular, how will you calculate it? You will have to get the foot of perpendicular. Okay, so same procedure, you have to assume a point lambda comma lambda 0 lambda plus 1 comma minus lambda minus 1. Correct? And now calculate this vector. So lambda minus beta comma 1 minus 0 comma this minus lambda minus 1 and this is minus beta. This is your this vector. Now take dot product with 1 0 minus 1. Take dot product with 1 0 minus 1 to get the value, okay, of lambda. So let's do that. Lambda minus beta into 1 plus 0 minus 1 minus lambda minus 1 minus beta will give you 0. Clear? Lambda minus beta plus lambda plus 1 plus beta is equals to 0. Beta gone. 2 lambda is equals to minus 1. Lambda is coming out as minus 1 by 2. Once you got the value of lambda as minus half, you will get this foot of perpendicular, guys. Minus half comma 1 comma minus 1 plus half, so minus half. Now this distance can be calculated very easily and the value of beta can be given, right? So this distance formula, so distance will be what? See, distance will be beta plus half whole square plus 1, then beta plus half whole square is equals to what? 3 by 2. This is what you have to solve. Okay, so 1 by 2, 1 by 4, beta plus 1 by 2 will be plus minus half. So your answer will be beta plus 1 by 2 will be plus minus half. So now the value of beta will be what? Either 0 or it will be minus 1. So beta will be either 0 comma minus 1 So in the option C is absolutely matching. Okay, alrighty. Okay, clear? Perfect. Now the next model. So now in the previous model, two things are already covered. Number one, foot of perpendicular. Number two, distance, perpendicular distance of a point from a line. Same concept. Now mirror image of a point about a line. Same concept, guys. I don't even have to make this another model. See, if a point is there, suppose a line is there and this A dash is the mirror image. So all you have to do is go for foot of perpendicular. Calculate foot of perpendicular. So what you have to do is calculate foot of perpendicular. Repeat the same procedure. Calculate foot of perpendicular. Step number 1. And then step number 2. Once you have point A, once you have point F, now you are looking for point A dash. You can assume anything. A, B, C, x1, y1, z1, alpha, beta, gamma, whatever you want to. Now apply midpoint formula. Because see, F is the midpoint of A and A dash. F is the midpoint of A and A dash. Okay. Alright, clear? F is the midpoint of A and A dash. Let's do one question on this and then wind up the session, guys. Okay. Mirror image of a point on a line. Yes, we can do that. Consider a line L passing through points P and Q. Okay, so there is a line L whose equation we can clearly write x minus 1, y minus 2, z minus 1 upon. Then we are having 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 2, minus 1. Minus 1 minus 2, minus 1. Yes. So line passing through these 2 points, mirror image of the point A, which is 2, 2, 2. About line L is alpha, beta, gamma. And they are looking for alpha plus beta plus 6 gamma. Before getting mirror image directly, we have to go through this foot of perpendicular. So again, what we have to do is, we have to, this is your point A, we have to get F, AF vector. So F, assume a point on the line, step number 1, lambda plus 1 ma'am, 2, then minus lambda plus 2. Then minus 2 lambda plus 1. Okay, this is your F. This is your F. Now AF vector, can anybody tell me? Lambda plus 1 minus 2. So it will be lambda minus 1. Minus lambda plus 2 minus 2. So this is minus lambda directly. This minus this will give you minus 2 lambda minus 3. AF vector. Now AF vector, take dot product with 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 2. So dot with 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 2 and make it 0. AF vector dot product with this will give you 0. So let's do it right away. So you are going to get lambda minus 1 plus lambda and plus 4 lambda plus 6 is equals to 0. So 4, 5, 6. 6 lambda is equals to minus 5. Lambda is coming out as okay. Is it correct, guys? Hold on. 2 minus 1, 1, minus 1 and minus 2. Correct? Point on the line will be lambda lambda plus 1 minus lambda plus 2 minus 2 lambda plus 1 and then minus 2 करना है आपको. तो 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 2 minus 2 0 and minus 3 1 minus 2 is minus 1 minus 2 is minus 1, guys. This is minus 1, right? So this is minus 1. So minus 2 lambda minus 1. Now it's correct. So I think lambda minus 1, then plus lambda and twice of this. In fact, minus 2. So 4 lambda plus 2. This is your 2, guys. So 4, 5, 6 lambda plus 1 is equals to 0. Lambda is coming out as minus 1 by 6. Okay. Once you get the value of lambda, minus 1 by 6, put it right here so that you get this midpoint that you can call it as foot of perpendicular. So if you perform this, what you are going to get is, okay, directly, no, we are not going to refer the solution, but yes, put the value of lambda, you will get this. Now alpha, beta, gamma, now alpha plus 2 upon 2, can you see midpoint formula? Alpha plus 2 upon 2 will be equal to this lambda plus 1. Lambda plus 1, that is minus 1 by 6 plus 1. Yes? So from here get the value of alpha. Similarly get the value of beta. Similarly get the value of gamma. Put it over here and get the final answer. Okay? Yes? Okay. Alright, so again, mirror image of a point about a line. So you will solve it. You will get the value of alpha is equals to what? Minus 1 by 3. Are we getting it? Minus 1 by 3. So this is what? 5 by 6. So 2 and 3. 5 by 3 minus 2. 5 by 3 minus 2. Okay. So this is how you will get. Now again same question, JEE in 2024 April attempt. Alpha, beta, gamma be the image of this point in the line. Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Similar type of question. Again you have to do the same thing. First of all get the foot of perpendicular. So clearly foot of perpendicular, now I am not going to draw it. 2 lambda plus 1. 3 lambda minus 1. 5 lambda plus 2 direct without drawing the diagram. Okay. Then you have to subtract it with this point. So 2 lambda minus 1 minus 2 lambda minus 7. 3 lambda minus 6, 5 lambda plus 2, so 5 lambda minus, so 2 minus 7 minus 5. This is what it is, and take dot product with 2, 3, 5, make it 0. So this is 2 2s are 4 lambda minus 14, then plus 9 lambda minus 18 plus 25 lambda minus 25 is equals to 0, so 25. Then we are having 14, okay, 3 3s are 9 lambda plus this is plus 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 25 will give you 38 lambda, and minus 14 minus 18 38 plus 18. Do we have the value of lambda? 3 by 2. So lambda will be 3 by 2. Okay, I am just writing it directly. Lambda from here will be 3 by 2. Once you have the value of lambda, then what you have to do is understand. This is your point 857. This is your point this 2 lambda plus 1. 3 lambda minus 1. 5 lambda plus 2. This is your point alpha, comma, beta, comma, gamma. Put the value of lambda 3 by 2 to get the midpoint. Once you get the midpoint, can you see putting the value of lambda, you will get this midpoint which is 2, which is what? The midpoint is coming out as lambda is 3 by 2. So this is your midpoint. You put it 3 by 2 over here, you will get it. You put it 3 by 2, you put it 3 by 2. If you do it, alpha plus beta plus gamma. So value of alpha from here you will get this, beta you will get this, gamma you will get this. So alpha plus beta plus gamma will be what? 14 will be the correct answer. Okay? Clear? Alright. No, Subhay, I am not tired. I am not tired. Okay? Alrighty. So I think we are almost done. Mirror image questions, you have to do it. So many questions are there in mirror image. Okay, so see one more question. JEE in 2021 February. Mirror image of the point P with respect to a line is given to you, right? And same procedure you have to apply. Same thing you have to apply. You just have to solve it. So now I'll be winding up today's session, guys. And the PDF you will see by tomorrow, the annotated one. I'll be sharing in the description box. Check by tomorrow, like by 12 o'clock you can check. You will get this PDF by tomorrow in the description box. Or else I'll be sharing this PDF on my Telegram, which is t.me/Namrata Jai Singhani. Okay. If you want it immediate, you can take it from here, but this is on my personal Telegram. Okay. All right. Yes, planes is deleted, guys. Planes is deleted. That is why we skipped this. Okay, and it's a good news, na? Less syllabus, less things to study, right? Okay. Clear? All the models done. Now we are going to meet for functions. So we are going to solve all models from the chapter functions. Then we are going to go ahead for definite integration and then differential equations. These three are upcoming topics for your obsession JEE session. Okay. All right. Clear? Chalo. Bye bye.